allowed the two
It's okay. It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay.
She
Off your mic.
like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go sama us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun Diary Politico, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle so they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun Diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun Diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun Diary Politics.
Hello there.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀, la mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀, la mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun ti dé ọ̀rẹ́ aráyé. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. It is Maiyegun live.
Ani Maiyegun máa wí. Wọ́n sì tún ṣe
Thank you so much for joining me again. And please read the caption of the broadcast, the description of the broadcast. Take your time. Share the broadcast. Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends. And tell them that Maiyegun today, they like the broadcast.
làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í. Maiyegun ti dé.
Today,
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rà kì í.
Shettima has a message for you. You already got it.
Lórí Facebook. Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í.
Another ridiculous news that we have just confirmed is that Nigeria is not at war. according to the Olori Burukus that are living in denial. But Ukraine is at war. Nigeria that is not at war is receiving food aid from Ukraine. Nigeria life don't spoil. Pata pata. Meanwhile, if you have read the description of the broadcast, remember, you will see a part that touched this hunger revolution. I've been a hunger protest. I have no idea where hungry people are breaking into warehouses, government warehouses, individuals' trucks. And they said they are going to be breaking into your homes soon. Today. So good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you. And of course, good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. It is Maiyegun live. I've got lots of stuff to share with you tonight. And that is why before you get so kind of engrossed in all of this, make sure that you have liked the video. It's only just once you have to share it. You can do that many times. Okay? And then that will be us. Ladies and gentlemen, brethren of the temple, or brethren in the temple of truth, Shettima as speak out for Tifnumbu's illegitimate regime, the incompetent, corrupt regime of Tifnumbu that a lot of you are taking this, you are angry or you are hungry with Nigeria. You are taking it too far. You know, they are making laws. They are trying to make laws that, laws that will kind of punish you, how you speak or what you say about Tifnumbu or Tifnumbu's government or Nigeria, Abi, all together. You know, they are making law on that. Okay. I just thought you should know. So, Shettima is like, all of you are complaining, like, protesting. You have to, even if you are hungry, you have to express your anger over your hunger responsibly and maturely. So they are giving you conditions on how to react. Because they believe that a lot of you, because you are hungry, you are angry, you are saying horrible things about them, and they don't like it. At a point, some of you are actually like cursing them. They don't like that. So Shettima is now saying, listen, instead of you cursing us, instead of you abusing us, instead of you hating Nigeria, what about you pray for them? Or you give them advice? I mean, that's actually how he said it too. He said that the world is going through hardship right now. Me, I'm not going through hardship. And I'm in the world. Nobody say I live for space. I'm not going through any of that kind of your own Shakwa Malekun. I'm not going through that one. Let's be honest. But they continue. And none of your criminal politician is going through any Shakwa moments at all. None of them. Not any single member of their family. So if they come to you and say the whole world is facing serious financial problems, people are homeless all over the world, people are like, economic, they are lying to you. Because these criminals continue to actually borrow money in your name. They continue to print some that they can't get to borrow. They continue to devalue your currency. They continue to pump money into that economy that has nothing to back it up. They continue to destroy Nigeria. But if they face you and say the whole world is facing the same thing, that is not true. Here you get. But they know that it is not true, that a lot of you are becoming too wise these days. Like you are becoming wiser and wiser. And somehow you are more or less like, questioning everything. And in fact, finding out the truth, the real truth, has made a lot of you more angrier. Not just that, Nigeria, including these people and their families. So here is Shettima, the one they had to build. Imagine your vice president, they had to build a 10 billion naira house for him. They also have to renovate 2 houses for him in Abuja and in Lagos with 4 billion naira. Now, he can face you and tell you that the whole world is going through hardship. No, not the whole world. It is the terrorist capital of Africa, Nigeria, that is going through this, and all of this, we believe, is man-made. You get that? Baba, Ukraine is giving Nigeria food. I don't know if I can find the right word to sort of explain this to you, my viewers, right now. What it means is that Nigeria is finished just existing, right? While those who know that continue to, it's like, let's say you have a whole cow that just got killed. And the first comers, they are those who are able to, take out all the meat, the flesh, and all of that stuff. Then another set came. They found bones, but they still see some flesh around that bone. They started taking them. Others come. They're like, okay, we'll take the intestine. That's how they have been desecrating Nigeria. And these guys don't give a damn. Because it's like, God knows to them, it's like God probably knows why you must suffer. But they are not suffering with you. And they will never until you make them. Ukraine that has been fighting war. At least if you say you are living under the rock, I don't think in the last 2 years, this news of Russia versus Ukraine war will not have reached you, even if you are living under the rock. So Ukrainians are still farming. They still have electricity. And they are fighting war with Russia. You are reading about that people are dying every day in Ukraine because of this war. Yet, the giant of Africa still went to them with a bowl. I beg anything. You remember when Zelensky came to Nigeria to go and see Tifnumbu? Zelensky, because they needed the support of Nigeria, Ukraine, here you get. So Tifnumbu quickly begged Zelensky for food. Or more. Nobody said they won't buy you. That please give us food. If you go back to Ukraine, they beg Nigeria, they beg for food from people where they fight war. I hope somebody will come on tonight to explain this better than myself, because I actually have no word to describe that. Okay. The terrorists in Nigeria, they continue to enjoy that state immunity. The terrorists in Nigeria, they continue to expand their territories while the supposed food sector, starting with agriculture, continue to suffer. Now, Nigeria is about to face a global food starvation shortages. But they continue to tell their people that, no, we lying to them. That's why some believe that all of this stealing of food. I'm not saying you shouldn't praise Tifnumbu, continue to lie to yourself, but we'll come back to that one. Remember Obaseki, the man that told all of us, or probably alerted all of us, that Bokwari was printing money. Okay, if they were not borrowing, they were printing. He has something to say about this Oduduwa Emefiole Kadobi, just for the optic.
The policies that have just been rolled out by the central bank, unfortunately, will not support growth in our economy. Interest rates are already very high, and jacking up interest rates clearly will not allow small borrowers, small businesses, access to credit at a price to help them grow their businesses. And when an economy is in this state, it needs all the push and support it can. So I understand the monetary rationale for increasing MPR, but fundamentally and fiscally, it is not going to lead to growth in our economy. We must focus on the fundamentals, which is increasing production, making sure our citizens produce the goods and services we consume and depend less on imports. Our economic policy and monetary policy cannot be determined by exchange rates alone. So this whole issue of increasing the cash reserves in the bid to tighten liquidity is going to be detrimental to our economy. I understand the challenge the monetary authorities face, but unfortunately you cannot clap with one hand. The economy is about fiscal and monetary policies. Both must work hand in hand. And when they don't, as they don't in Nigeria, we'll have a crisis. So we should focus on fiscal issues so that we can grow our economy out of the challenges we have. We should not panic too much because of foreign exchange. We must focus on how we can do things within our economy, how we can grow our economy to earn more foreign exchange, if foreign exchange is our problem. But I believe that creating jobs for young people should be more of a priority for us as a people at this time. The policies...
All talk, no action. Politicians, all talks, no action. Now I'll give you something before we continue. Here is a road in a state that this guy has been governor of for 80 years. Take a look. Edo.
On one road. On one, look at your road. Are you part of Edo State? This Ozala Ora Road. Are you part of this state, Onwa? Look at your road. Is Onwa part of Edo State? Is Onwa part of Edo State? Are we sure? Are we sure we are part of Edo State?
So I just thought, I just wanted you to see that. So the message from that guy that I wanted you to hear, which is what Obaseki continued to raise alarm on, is part of the rotten system. He's a total failure himself too, right? So right now, he's a godfather, okay, that wants to, make somebody else succeed him, that we now continue from he is stopping from, okay? But politician, they always have all the solutions, before they have access to power. They have all the solutions. But now, when they get to power, they have all of the excuses, okay? In Abia State, the reason why I wanted to say that, I'll show you that is this. So, in Abia State, where their own, their own revenue, right, could be really compared to other places. Now, they have a chance, something that is visible now, okay, which is they have been able to key into an electricity project like that geometric, right? That is, gas powered, and then, it will generate its own electricity, and it will sell directly to the consumers, the households, the factories, the industries, and the rest of them. Back in the days, if any of your states generated electricity, they will ask you to put it on the national grid. So now you see the states like Edo and so all the other states in Nigeria. Majority of them, in fact, I'm gonna, as that is kind of a IPP stuff, right? Or PPP stuff. Their own governor, right, have started muting the idea of having their own seaport in eastern Nigeria. This is Abia governor championing the idea of faster train system in eastern Nigeria. Some of them, because they are not going into saying they want to build the airport for the Abia state. No, the guy is now thinking on how to maximize the advantage of them having electricity. But if they continue to depend on the monthly allocation from Abuja, they will end up just like this guy who spent 8 years and is pretty much as worse as that of Oshiomole. And it's similar all over Nigeria. All of us can gather and kind of say the criminals are the center and their policies and what they are causing, right? But somehow, this criminality also puts more money in the pocket of some of these state criminals you call governors, okay? So in the process, all they have to give to you is just excuse. You can see Tifnumbu now. You can see Bokwari now. But here is what I'm pointing out in this part of guys in Abia themselves. So from what they are now planning is that, you know what? If we have more people coming to our state, because we have 24 hours electricity in 9 local government areas, then the electricity that's going to run 24 hours, but they have been enjoying that 24 hours electricity since the last time they started. Do you understand? Now that they expect will attract a lot of new investors who are going to bring in money, who are also going to pay taxes, especially if they can improve on their own infrastructure. So what did the guy do? He started planning that, you know what? If everybody will fly to Owerri, Imo State, and then they are going to Abia in Aba or Yimba, Aba City, you know what I mean, for business, right? If it is, if they can make the old transportation so easy and convenient, fast train. Now you see this idea, can easily, you can easily complement that with what is happening to them. Abi, now this is what you will think of some other part of Nigeria that you can see, okay, wait, these guys are doing this, right? What happened to the money they are giving to all of you? What happened to that money, including this Obaseki, is that state governors, when they collect their allocation every month, once the state commissioner of finance sign and say, yes, received, and the money land, bam, in the state bank account, they will wait for a few hours for the local government money to enter as well. Once the local government money also enter, bas, they will now ask their commissioner of finance, how much is that total? So if that one says, yeah, we have received 15 billion naira. Okay, 15 billion. Okay, I want you to take 10 billion. Take out 10 billion. Sir, we still have salaries that we promised that we'll pay some of them. No, tell them that something happened. We can't pay them this month. They all need to relax and wait. This is how they force part some of the money. Local government, to state, every other location, 13% derivation formula, they will take everything out. And the security votes, they will take everything, their own share out. Whatever is now left is what they will now begin to say, okay, which one should we pay? Let's pay the pensioners. Let's pay them 2 months out of 5 years that we hold them. I say, okay. They will even be happy, okay? They will be happy. Some of them, I saw them, they are all like, old, very tired, So they will be happy that you are paying them 2 months, sir. So yeah, go and pay them then. Tell them that the state is struggling with finance. They can see that Nigeria is very tough now. We have we are working hard. Meanwhile, your money is already sort of moved from the source. What do they do with the money? Most of the time, they just call in their money launderers. Hey, I need dollars. You need to get me 10 billion naira in dollars. How much is that? The money will be made available. They will source for it. This is the money that goes into them. So imagine, just imagine, one state governor, just let's imagine what they are doing to you. One state governor gets, or one state, local government money and all of that. So let's say one state governor steals 2 billion. Don't even touch states like Rivers State, Akwa Ibom State, states like Bayelsa State, Lagos State, which other states are like that heavy ones, We'll leave those ones, okay? Let's just put everybody in the same average. Let's say each state criminal governor steals 1 billion every month, okay? And he convert that 1 billion to any foreign exchange, dollar, pounds, whatever it is that they can get for him. It's stolen money, it's free money. Sure, you get. They won't mind. Even if you want to sell the pounds for them to 2,500 naira, they will buy it. It's stolen money. So these are the people that are now mopping up all your dollars from the circulation. You see those ones who now have containers. Containers, like containers that are, containing or carrying your basic needs, like baby milk, pampers, medicals, other stuff. Meanwhile, they need to pay their suppliers. Now they can't find dollars. They can't find any forex. Now they have to keep looking everywhere until they have to find the one that they can just deal with. For example, somebody will buy a dollar for 200 naira to a dollar. Say 200 naira to a dollar. If you buy $1,000, that is 200,000 naira. Sure, you get 200,000 naira to $1,000. Abi? Now, if that person go abroad or go somewhere and order, and they order things that they want to sell in Nigeria at that rate, that if they take them to Nigeria, if they bring them to Nigeria, even if they have to add any extra profits, importation, this or that, they will probably end up making the profit of maybe $200. Do you understand that now? Maybe $200. That's profit. But they will still see their, their main capital, the money they used to make that investment. They will still see that. That's big. So anything they bring to you will be cheaper, Abi. Okay. Now imagine that same person who decided to go and buy the packet of this pen abroad. And before he could get money to buy the dollar to buy this pen, right? The same pen that he used to buy a pack for $1,000 for, let's say, 5,000 pieces. Now, the same 5,000 pieces is still maybe $1,100 because of inflation, okay? Let's even say $1,100. Remember that back then, he used to just pay 200,000 naira and get these 5,000 pieces. Yeah? Because of the exchange rate. And he can come back and start selling this to you for 10 naira, 100 naira, and he will make his profit. So if he had to now exchange the dollar for 1,500 naira, so $1,000 to buy the pack of this pen, will automatically, for him to be able to get $1,000 to go and buy this 5,000 pen, it will need 1.5 million naira. Now, you see the jump. The same thing he used to pay 200,000 naira for, he would have to pay 1.5 million naira to bring them to you. How much do you think he's going to sell it to you? For him to be able to make enough money to go and buy more of this so that you can have access to this. Then the next question is, why do they have to go and import this pen? You cannot blame the person who is importing this pen. Blame the criminals in government in Nigeria who doesn't value what this pen means to you. that they could invest in its local production, starting with giving you electricity. 24 hours electricity will automatically make some of these things locally produced en masse instead of buying dollars to bring them to you. Now the people go to buy naira to come and pack it from you and take it to their own country. Not you buying dollars to go and bring it to your country. It will be them buying your naira to come and buy and pack this back to their country. Around that time, you can decide how much you want to sell your naira to them. Yes. Do you see the change? That's what they won't do for you. That is why they will rather speak English, grammar, and all other badadash. Because you will ask, why can't we produce milk in Nigeria? Why can't we produce pen in Nigeria? Because when you have to produce one pen, when somebody's, see, look at this, without this exchange rate problem, let's say if that person will go abroad with 200,000 naira, 5,000 pieces, he can come back, finished product, perfect, and sell it to you for 50 naira. Now, you see this 50 naira for this, maybe more numbers, or maybe let's say 10,000 pieces, okay? Because I just want to make it easier for you to understand, okay? Let's say from paying that and bringing it to Nigeria, right, cost 40 naira a piece, and they put 10 naira on it, plus importation cost and then a tax, all right? So they say it's 50 naira. Now, to now produce this in Nigeria, number one, you don't have electricity. Because you don't have electricity, that simply means your production starts from generating your own power. I mean, the power that will actually, process everything you want to produce. Then you source for your materials locally. God bless you if everything is indeed local. Let's now say everything is local. You could source them locally. Then you would then have to deal with moving all those raw materials from wherever they are deposited. Okay? Now, moving anything in Nigeria also requires you planning for logistics to bribe the police, bribe the custom, bribe the army, bribe the NSCDC, bribe government officials, local government officials, and bribe everyone that is bribable before they will bring down your raw material to your factory. Now, back to your power, generating your own power. And like I said, everything will come back to that, okay? So at the end of the day, by the time you finish your production and one single pen comes out at 300 naira, if you want to make profits, you would have to sell one for, let's say, 150 naira. Meanwhile, if you go abroad and you buy them over, you can sell them for 50 naira. Now tell me, as a businessman, which one would you use? There is demand and there must be supply. In order to make sure that these are produced locally, you who want this to be produced locally, you must be interested in what is your government doing? What is your government's investment portfolio when it comes to manufacturing sector, starting with power? Your Minister of Power, they carry power bank. Because in Nigeria today, you have to generate your own power. So you see where the problem is now. Politicians will tell you they will make you better, but you are not asking them how. There's none of you that can give me numbers of what your government in any part of Nigeria is actually doing to ensure that importation into Nigeria become a thing of the past. Any of you, they ban importation of food. They ignored the total destruction of farmlands. Even though they talk about them, they tell you they are doing something. For 12 years, Nigeria is about to get a global starvation alert where the entire country will be starving. People will be dying, falling apart. People will be robbing just to survive. So if you are praying for something, Isn't it better for you to have an idea of what those who are actually doing things about it are doing than for you to pray that a miracle happens? There will be no miracle. Do you understand? Let's go to that Abuja, that what happened in day in Abuja. Day market in Abuja today. Hunger revolution.
Yeah, this is day life. Guagua. The masses stopped some trailer loads of palliative, and they are carrying everybody, all citizens. They are carrying rice, carrying everything. They are carrying everything. There's a rampage here. The community. It's a rampage. You can see where we are parked. Ross, come here. Government. Now so. Yes. Yeah, so what is happening this morning?
Okay, we are dying of hunger.
Yes.
So we got to sneak in and find what to eat.
That's right.
Voting Tinubu, we don't know that you are regretting. That's why. We are not scared of it.
Is this a government palliative?
This is government palliative.
All right.
This is government palliative. Everything is being. This is gone. This one on this, I don't know the roti. See, I know the roti finish. See,
they just keep and seize.
Keep and seize roti, and we are dying.
Hungry, they kill people.
Yes.
That's right. Both women, men, children, everybody. Food crisis is happening.
Shakpa malekun ashakpa abino alekun ashakpa alekun shakpa. Also, one true emperor. You are going to have to come back later and let's have that chat again. When I say shakpa malekun, Jama, you will say alekun shakpa alekun ashakpa. Ah, God damn it, I forgot. I had that chat with one true emperor on this platform this afternoon. During the brunch time with Maiyegun. I hope I get the chance to get to have him on to kind of, teach me that. Everybody, Loma, were all right, Baba. Everyone, Loma, were all right. Everyone, Loma, were okay. Now everybody go collect time. That's the point, too. If you like, live in denial and pretend that you do not understand my message. You can point at me. You can blame me. You can abuse me. I have made myself your therapist anyway. To the people who have found truth, they found peace. They found clarity. They have found purpose. They understand Nigeria better. But to those of you who are battling truth, to those of you who believe that there are some people somewhere who are doing this and making it difficult for Tifnumbu to deliver to you, and you are pointing at people like me that continue to try to save you as an enemy and the rest of that. Listen to me. If you ask all those if they are still alive, all those your uncles and aunties who were shouting change, 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 change in 2015, when Bokuwari hand touched them and changed all their lives, some of them, they died painfully. Some of them, they don't even see their body. And I'm not trying to kind of make it feel like it's good. I'm just saying that when you make all these decisions, there are consequences. Others, the trauma of them in the captivity of their kidnappers in the last 8 years alone have destroyed so many lives. You know that? More than 100,000 people got killed under Boko Haram's government. 66,000 of them were killed by the Boko Haram and Fulani terrorists alone. I just thought you should know that you coming here to point at me, to abuse me, to call me whatever you want to call me, I don't take it as any offense per se, honestly. Because if not Maiyegun, some of you go don't run mad. Generally, you know what I mean? Like, some of you go down off yourselves. The frustration that you are facing every day, you need someone to blame. You need somebody to point fingers at. You need someone to be blamed for your unfortunate existence, not yourself, and not Ifnumbu. Not APC, Egbekegbe, and you know what I mean? So when you come on to MaiyegunsDiary, Politico, and you do all of that, see, brethren, this is supposed to be an healing home. We're supposed to be curing people of their stupidity, of their foolishness, and of course, of their own self-inflicted madness. So when you see people come around to abuse me, not all of them you should take too serious. Majority of them are suffering from serious life, is that schizophrenia or something? It's different from the general one. I don't want people who actually have real life mental health problem to feel somehow like I'm not talking about, you see this guy, theirs is different. So every time they come here, they see my face, they're like, this is the person that is always criticizing all our leader. That is why we are suffering. They blame me. If not, majority want to paramount down. And because sometimes you read some comments, you be like, she will really. Here you get. So that is why when you look at them, you just try yourself and look away. Whenever they are not here, trying to defend their own oppressors, trying to defend their killers, their destiny destroyers. They are out there stealing bag of rice. It is called hunger protest.
You can see it happening live in Abuja. It's happening in a zoo country. The federal territory. Bros. Leave open. Now government property. Leave open. This is government property. Our property. Have been kept in a warehouse for months. See it happening live in Abuja. It's happening live. This country is happening live. You can see it with your eye. It's happening live. In FCTA, Abuja, Federal Territory, it's happening live. Masses are hungry. And these people kept this kind of thing in the warehouse for months. This country is wicked. The leaders of this country, they are heartless. This most useless country I have never seen in my life. See it happening live in FCTA, Abuja, Gwagwa Tasha 2, Gwagwa Tasha 1 at Panteka. It is happening live. Our people are wicked. Our people are wicked. The government are wicked. It's happening live of rights. I've been kept in a warehouse for months. See it happening live in Abuja. FCT.
Mo sọ fún yín gbogbo ẹni mo fi ń sọ ohun tí àwọn leader wa sọ lókè ni pé Sanwó-Olú ni. I want to assure you this place we are not going to allow anybody to vote for anybody here. We are going to send you out of this place. We are for Sanwó-Olú. And that's what our leader Aṣíwájú Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu said. The party, that is the APC. Yes. We have hierarchy and we have leadership. Yes. We have leaders. Yes. And we have been directed by our leaders to go and vote for Sanwó-Olú. Yes. And that's what we are going to do. Yes. This local government, we are not going to allow anybody to vote for Ambode. Yes. Ambode is gone. Ambode is gone. Ambode is gone. And is gone finally. We will allow you to kill vote Sanwó-Olú by the party hierarchy. We have been directed party tiwa gbọ́dada ẹgbẹ́ tiwa àní hierarchy àní àwọn tó ní àṣẹ àní àwọn tó dẹ́gbẹ́ ilẹ̀ ẹni tí ò bá fẹ́ ibi tí ẹgbẹ́ ń lọ tí ò bá ní lọ bẹ̀ kó lọ dẹ́gbẹ́ mi ilẹ̀. He can go and create or register Ambode People's Party. Yes. But our own is APC. Yes. All Progressive Congress. All Progressive Congress is our party. Yes. And the leadership of the party has spoken. And we cannot change it. Yes. And that we are going to. Nuisance Lele.
I told you. If they are not here, blaming Maiyegun for not saying anything good about their leaders, you know, this is where you are going to know that majority of them are mad people. They are like seriously mad people. And this is not even an exaggeration. Completely insane people. Do you understand? They will come here and tell you that, how come you are not seeing anything good about Nigeria? Why is it that every time you are not seeing anything good about Nigeria? Then when you ask them to show you that good thing, they will start fighting you. Then, when they start crying, we are hungry, which kind of life be this? Ogun kiti flumbu.
Sọ́mọ́ ní o lè ṣe díbẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ mọ́ báyìí ní ká.
Ọmọ wo ṣe díbẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìta ipò tá a fi sí ká bá ebi pa wá Nàìjíríà gàrí wọ́n ẹran wọn gbogbo ẹ̀ àrùn jẹjẹ.
Jagaba Tinubu himself.
Ẹ sọ fún Tinubu pé orí kà dáa fún àwa Yorùbá láti.
Alhamdulillah. 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 Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Alhamdulillah Rabbil.
So when I now say, "Check bossing you, ebi power," this olori brukus now. Maiyegun. So are you happy that people are suffering? Are you trying to mock them? Are you trying to laugh at us? Are you trying to make our problem? You are trying to make our problem a laughing thing. I say, olori bruku, you get problem ni? I thought there are good things now. So instead of you to begin to show us those good things, you want to gaslight us. We can't get emotion for you. So when you see them here, do not waste your energy. They are also receiving therapy because they need somebody to blame for their unfortunate existence. and their choices in life. You know, life is very, very tricky. Before I understand what it means by choice, but actions will get consequences. So I'm serious. So may I break them down for you? Okay. I was a little boy when my own grandfather of blessed memory told me that, come. Every time I come back from Lagos, they will be reporting you to me. All of your bad behavior, disobedience, and all of that stuff. And to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, I wasn't an easy boy growing up. Stubborn, gone thereby. Somehow, so much I've always been like that. Sure, you get. But you know, when you begin to grow older, you begin to understand that in this life, no be everything. Get the day resolve, kind of. So my grandfather, whenever he came back then, he now called me and he said, listen, come, how old are you? I remember, I think I was about 14 or 13. I can't remember. So I was a teenager. And he said, in this life, you are getting to that age that you will understand that as you lay your bed, so you will lie on it. Actions have consequences. And indeed, in life, choices that we make, actions that we make, choices that we make, sort of pushes for the actions that we take. And for example, if you have someone who is kind of sponsoring your education, and you just decided to drop out, that you're not doing it anymore because you want to do something, you must be very sure that you will be responsible for that decision, that action. Nobody else would. Do you understand? It simply means that if you choose something and you believe that, no, I'm not doing this, I'm doing that, whatever happens, you will be responsible for it, good or bad. You may get support, you may not, but you will know that once you make a decision. And that's the same thing about life generally. People have made decisions that have destroyed them. Great men, great women, they have made wrong life choices, life partners. A lot of people have made, they've made choice of partners that have changed and derailed them and destroyed them, and never would they ever reach their potentials in life until they die. Choice, action. Same thing with politics and governance. You must understand that there is no saving grace. There's nothing like blaming other people. Okay? And it's a two-way thing. For the first one, those of you who don't understand very well that you might think you might be spared from the from the pang of bad governance because you support them. No, you are stupid to believe that. You will not be spared. And for those who opened their eyes and allowed that to happen, either by pretending that they are on the fence, sitting on the fence because they don't want to be seen this or that, but eventually they allow the aberration to happen. Everybody played a role. You remember when we said that, they shouldn't have allowed them to announce your election results, because if you had actually shut the entire country down that time, you probably won't be experiencing this today. And seriously, that also can be blamed on those who felt like you should do it. No, you should do it. No, you should do it. Why me? Why not you? Until nobody did. Actions and inactions have consequences. It is not just what you do that you get consequences for, including what you refuse to do, or you ignore to do, or you completely abandoned doing. Everything, every action, inaction, all of them have consequences. And I knew this when I was just a little boy, as a teenager. How dare you who claim to be in your 30s, in your 20s, in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s, think somebody else should be blamed for your life choices, your life actions and inactions, your I don't careism or all of that. I better pass my neighbor. If it is not happening, if it hasn't happened to me, then maybe it's not happening. It's been exaggerated. At least I haven't been kidnapped. Therefore, maybe this kidnapping thing itself now is exaggeration. You have no idea what this is, do you? Everybody will be responsible for your action. I will be responsible for my actions. Do you understand? An aberration took place. Lives, millions of lives have been thrown into turmoil. Uncertain, unsure, unsafe. And do you really think pointing fingers at those who chose not to keep quiet, people like myself, is enough for us to feel bad? We already felt bad. We already felt so bad for you. We are beyond feeling bad. We are angry that every day that passes, lives are going to continue to be lost. Destinies are going to be destroyed. That future that you want to feature in, Baba, they are not even allowing you to be part of those who are drafting it. How is that going? So keeping quiet is as good as being dead. Trying to keep people quiet is not different from trying to make people suffer what you are suffering in silence by praying. I don't think so. But let's move forward a bit. Here is the Premium Times report on the Nigerian border. I want you to see this, and then I will show you something after.
As the Nigerian government grapples with revenue challenges, custom officials rake in billions for themselves while sabotaging the government's policies they were supposed to protect. At least 40 NCS personnel, most of them in the service's highest hierarchy, have been indicted in a robust EFCC investigation into the proceeds of bribes paid to custom officials by smugglers importing and exporting contraband goods through the Nigerian borders. At least 7 of these officials were detained by the EFCC for days late last year, with some of them spending the festive period in detention when proceeds of bribes allegedly from smugglers totaling over 12 billion naira were traced to them. Some of these officials amassed the largest tranche of these bribes from smugglers last year after the directives to close the Nigerian-Niger border by the Nigerian government as part of ECOWAS sanctions against the military junta that deposed Nigerian President Mohamed Bazoum. The smugglers pay bribes directly or through agents' designated accounts of the Nigerian Customs Service officials. Of the 7 identified officers worked in Zone B, while one officer to whom more than 80% of the 12 billion naira was traced to works in Zone C, Port Harcourt. One of the arrested officer, the NCS Area Controller Zone B, Kaduna, Ibrahim Jallo, was found with $31,200 and 500,000 naira in cash when arrested. But the EFCC also traced suspected proceeds of bribes from smugglers totaling 1.1 billion naira to Mr. Jallo. It was also revealed that the officer promptly refunded 250 million naira with a promise to refund the balance. The EFCC also traced 126 million naira to Mr. Jallo's personal assistant, Umar Tafaraki. He has also refunded 12 million naira. Another officer involved in this saga is Kayode Kolade, the Controller Federal Operations Unit, Zone C, Port Harcourt. The anti-graft agency traced 9.5 billion naira suspected to be bribes from smugglers to him, all of which he was said to have received personally and through proxies between 2015 and 2023. He has refunded 50 million naira and committed to refund 800 million naira within a short period. Another indicted officer, Nuruddin Musa, is the Controller of Enforcement, Kaduna Zone. The EFCC traced 950 million naira to him. The anti-graft agency has recovered 583 million naira from him after he spent days in detention. He has also promised to refund the rest. Meanwhile, Hamisu Ibrahim, the officer in charge of operations, Zone B, Kaduna, was suspected to have garnered 120 million naira in bribes from smugglers between 2019 and 2023. As of January, he has refunded 13 million naira and promised to refund the rest. Madugu Sali and Muhammad Rabiu were suspected to have received 85 million naira and 84 million naira respectively from smugglers. Mr. Sali has refunded 13.5 million naira and promised to refund the rest. Mr. Rabiu, the officer in charge of patrol on the Aganga Road, Jibia Road, refunded 15 million naira to the anti-graft agency.
Thank you very much, Premium Times. So the credit, to that video or for that video goes to them. It was an incredible compilation. Initially, they released the details of all the looting. Did you see all those money? Now the people where they guide Nigerian customs with that. Nigerian custom officials, senior officials, so thieves. No wonder. People like this local terrorist called IBD Dende, who was caught beating the Nigerian custom officials in Ogun State for confiscating his smuggled contraband to Nigeria. The video went viral, and a lot of people said, listen, there's nothing anybody can do to him. Okay? He's Tifnumbu's person. And as Tifnumbu's person, is untouchable. In fact, he now goes about with diplomatic passports. Many criminals that you know, thugs, drug dealers, money launderers, human traffickers. Do you understand? Some of them are now walking about with Nigerian diplomatic passports. You have no idea yet. Okay? Now you see that IBD Dende is also a philanthropist, a criminal that is so connected that when the video went viral, Nigeria media, Gota media, Nigeria Business Day, God damn it, man. They actually published this to start laundering his image. Do you know what they did? May I tell you? Maybe everybody know that it was a Fisayo Shoyombo of the Foundation for Investigative Journalism. Fisayo, that was the guy that did the undercover investigation to reveal how smugglers are so powerful in Nigeria, in the south, in the north. But this time around in the south, an IBD Dende's name came up. This guy is so connected that he told his people that the current Comptroller General of the Nigerian Custom, he influenced how that person became the Comptroller General. Yes. The police IG of Nigeria, they are friends, they are party like that from the same area, Ogun State, Yewa. This guy is a philanthropist that gives money like, I don't think there's any musician that hasn't really praised him. He's a total, like when you say underworld, if you tell you saying go kill you, Baba, you are gone, you are dead. Run, no. Nigerian media started doing a human job. You know what they did? They now said this investigation of exposing Dende beating up custom official, a custom officer, Nigerian custom officer. A smuggler was beating a custom officer in uniform with guns, beating him, and told him that I will make sure that I deal with you. Threatened to kill him. The video made it viral everywhere. Nigeria media welcomed what do you call it? They welcomed somebody to come and start, twisting it. You know what they said? They said, the people after Dende, they are the people who don't like Tifnumbu. Because Dende, the smuggler, is connected to Tifnumbu, is the Tifnumbu's friend. You remember Tifnumbu took him to Dubai? Yeah, that climate change. The guy has diplomatic passport. Yeah. Yeah, Tifnumbu he took him there. Now, this writer in this article here, the writer here said that the people after Dende, in that place, that arrow, the writer said the people after Dende are the people who lost election from a certain region. He's talking about the Igbos. They want to turn this investigative journalist report to Igbos versus Yoruba. And for those who don't like Tifnumbu, not because this guy, a smuggler, beat up a custom officer on camera. And Nigeria media published that. Gota media. So that everybody who says, they are now after Dende. What is wrong with all these people? You these people, Igbo people, you are after Dende. Why are you always after the Yoruba? Ejo tori Olorun o. Ejo adebegu now. Me, I'm a Yoruba man, no. A red-blooded, I've been a blue-blooded, Ledemakpe. Full-blooded Yoruba man. Ijebu to be precise. And people like these criminals do not represent me. And there are millions like me that actually loathe these people. Millions like myself that would love to see these rogues meet their Waterloo. I mean justice. Do you understand? But because our society, like Nigeria, what Nigeria is today, money rules. People don't care how many people you kill just to be able to buy a bottle of beer for people. They don't care. All they care is the color of the money you have to give to them. They will tell you, we know that he's a criminal, but he's a very nice person. Why are you all people just wanted to destroy people? Why do you want to destroy people? He's a good person, but he's a criminal. Do you know how many people he's helping? Did he kill anybody? Did you see him kill anybody? Oh yeah, he's killed people. They've killed people that came across him or tried to by any chance challenge him. Are you there? Are you there? I'm a Yoruba. See Yoruba, Tori Olorun Yoruba, not we have people like, we have Olori Bruku like that in Yoruba land. Of course we do. But they do not represent the majority of us if you actually know the Yorubas very well. If your own bias and prejudice towards the Yorubas has not really gone and run you mad, codedly. That anything Yoruba, is a no-no. So I'm not here to pacify you, okay? I'm not pacifying you. I'm just trying to let you know that there are Yorubas like myself that would love to see these criminals actually face justice, including Tifnumbu. But because Yoruba is part of Nigeria now, therefore, they can enjoy the rotten system that actually empower people like them and do not blame the Yorubas for it. I promise you. If I see you one-on-one, I'll slap you. You actually blame the Yoruba for thugs and criminals like this. Do you know that most of their victims are Yorubas? Do you know that? When you see the Igbo criminals, go and look at their victims. Majority of their victims will be Igbos. Yes. Go and look at the Fulani criminals. Go and look at the Kanuri criminals, the northern criminals, the jihadist criminals. When you look at the victims, they are their people. Look at the Yoruba criminals. And then you realize that we are their victims too. Don't let me slap you by thinking that these people represent me. I'm serious. Oh. Slap you like that and say, shut up your mouth and get some education. Of course, we have people that will say, people are trying to bring him down. Is he the only person? Is he kineko? You know what I mean? But these people bring shame. But since the system welcomed them, Baba, minister under Tifnumbu, in all of this control, what's going to happen to Dende? Nothing. Shingbai. Today, now all of them, they greet them. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Now, one of your minister be this one, Ishiak Kunle Salako. Now, your minister of State for Environment, Nigerian minister, congratulating a smuggler. Happy birthday, my leader. Go and read what they write about him. Humanity. See, you and appreciate your impactful philanthropy to humanity, to which I am a living witness. Now, minister for Nigeria, be that Tifnumbu's minister. Here is another one. This one, senator. This one is planning to be the next governor. Yayi. Okay? This one wants to be the governor of Lagos State. After being the senator in Lagos. See that one too. Go and read it. No doubt you have made an indelible mark as a frontline businessman in hospitality industry, as well as mining sector. Mining. So that if you see them with billions of, if you see them with hundreds of millions of dollars, there is a senator that can tell you that IB Dende is into mining. Waiting in the mine, hospitality and mining. Your employment generation through industry. He hired young people to be criminals, to be smugglers, to be thugs, land grabbers, political Russians, political criminals. Baba, see, Mo will know the deceiver says, okay. For those of us who have actually interacted with these criminals one-on-one, if you go around them, the only people you see around them are criminals. Hardened looking criminals. Cultists. People who actually have guns to harm people. These are guys, this is what makes them stronger. This is what makes them so powerful. They feel so invincible. Then you will now see police carrying guns around them and all of that stuff. They are like the non-state actors, but that are also state actors. This is somebody who can have you killed. You are lucky if he has you arrested. Yes. If you expose anything about him, he can have the police IG call for your arrest. Inspector General of Police of the entire Nigeria. He will just send him a text that they should look for you. They will use the entire resources of Nigeria police to track you down for a smuggler, for an interborder smuggler. That's Nigeria. I'm just saying, And they said people where they expose them, they are the Igbo people. That's how they also try to put that in the mind of the people, their readers. The gutter media in Nigeria. Just so you know. But in case if you don't understand, smugglers are not good people. Make I explain that one to you. We know say Nigeria don't spoil. See Nigeria is baje. But people who actually made Nigeria baje. One of them is this, your philanthropic IBD Dende. You're still going to see, it's going to still meet its justice, so by the way. I strongly believe that. But let me tell you how they are all destroying your lives. Number one, smugglers don't pay custom revenues. They don't pay anything to government, which means government doesn't make any money from them bringing anything to Nigeria. Because government has no right to check them and they are smugglers. That means whatever they are bringing into Nigeria, you don't know them and your government doesn't know what they are bringing in. They may tell you they are bringing bag of rice. Meanwhile, they are actually bringing bullets, guns that will end up in the hands of different terrorists, different, different criminals who are also going to use those weapons to terrorize your lives. Do you understand? That's another thing from smugglers. If they bring in food, there is nobody to sanction and say this food is good for consumption. Nobody to check. no standard, no nothing. It's just going to move from their container straight to your bedroom, to your homes, since you begin to kind of buy from everywhere, right? So nobody can guarantee what you are consuming is going to help you or is going to kill you. I know say poverty can make you feel like, it no matter, I know they kill anybody. I understand. Also, because of this, the damages they do to your country, and to you watching me right now, a lot of you have lost your loved ones to different fake drugs, fake this, fake that. Who brings those fake drugs into Nigeria? Smugglers. Yes. Who bring those dangerous things that some of you kind of come across and you are wondering, how did we get this? Smugglers. And it is not only from the southern Nigeria smugglers. You have no idea how many smuggling routes are things getting into Nigeria. A majority of them, they are not to help you reduce price. Majority of them are to kill you. Just so you know. And that's how they make their money. It is called blood money. Okay? A smuggler needs legitimacy. So when he makes that money from that blood money, he can actually build an hotel or, start a transportation business. And all of you will say, he has been employing people. People are working for him. But to keep that operation going, it's going to be blood for blood. And most of the time, because of these terrorist smugglers, a lot of you have lost your innocent lives, your children, your loved ones, to the stray bullet of the Nigerian custom, who claim to be chasing smugglers. I mean, we have seen a lot. So when you see any smuggler giving you money, if you are a relative of any smuggler, you are contributing to the killings and the death of the people for every penny that you are benefiting from that bloody trade. So if you see anybody, if they tell you they are generous, they are this, they are that, they are just being generous to you. Because your death will come quick and you won't see it coming. I mean, society that normalizes all criminality for goodness sake. Don't you think you'll be the victims of it? That is why you are watching MaiyegunsDiary Politico. For you to be able to understand your involvement or your denial of what is going on around you. Yeah, that's why you are watching this broadcast. I won't drink some warm tea. Found this video where an official of the Lagos state government was telling people who are being sent out of they are squatters, by the way, and they are being told to move. And I just feel like I should share that with you, because the reality of today, it's like the wind of the shege is blowing. It's blowing so strangely these days. And it's like every minute too, right? Watch this, I'll come back.
We don't want from the beginning. This my thought, don't anything. And I mean, anything cannot be here. All these chances for the end, none of these things will be here again. Meaning that if I come here on Friday midnight, I go arrest and I go to body everything. Look at this yourself. This is a modern business. No, we don't want chances for here anymore. We don't want all these chances. We are new, we are old, we don't want them at all. And we go clear them. We don't care Dora. We don't care Father. We don't care President. We don't care Ballet. We go clear this one this Friday. Whoever we meet, we don't give our notice. We don't reach. And look, we just don't want that. People are here where we don't be accountable for Lagos State. People where they here now, we don't be accountable for Lagos State. No last round, nothing. So by Thursday midnight, if they're still there from the beginning to the end, anything where you see now your own.
Your black for here.
Not all the rest. All those. All your. You are here too, I believe. They are still. Enter, come now. Not anybody here. And I mean nobody. We don't tell them for the other side. We don't want anybody here. Today is Sunday. By Thursday midnight. If you come back here by 12 midnight, that's 4 days from now, we will enforce. That means we will remove all the shelters, everything is done. And everybody will receive the arrest. They tell us what we do for you. This is not farming in a state like Lagos. And we can't continue to fold our hands and pretend this is ideal. People cannot be here and we can't account for them at all as a state. So, Thursday midnight, if we can't come back because of the day insistence, we go do what the government will do. We go remove them.
So everybody will need to move, and they continue to sort of displace people. People continue to move further and further to other places. It's like they will send them away from here, and then they'll move to another one. They'll come there and demolish them again. In another 2 years, they're already in another place. Because in those places, as it is in Lagos, right, there are people who will say, oh, yeah, all of you come here. I am the landlord of this area. If you want to put up your shanty here, your shop, now 10,000 monthly. So before you know it, everybody begin to put things up. Now I will be the landlord of the area. So whenever they feel like, we need to send them away again. Oh, I don't see them build houses. Lagos should be building houses like, high-rise houses, where a lot of people who are probably homeless and all of that today, like they could have a place to. Cheap houses like that for everybody. So somebody said that, I don't know if you actually meant that in a good way or another way. I don't understand though. So somebody said something about this because I mentioned that Abia. And somebody in the comments said, all of the money spent in Abia is not more than 20 billion naira. And then, but he can continue his social media governance. So does that mean that everything we hear about Alex Otti are fake, Abi? I didn't get your message. I don't know if that's a conversation that is going on in between everybody there, right? But I just used my side eye to catch that, and I was like, what's that person saying? Anyway, maybe if I get your answer, I can possibly say more, all right? But just so you know, I don't know where that is, so because I also know that apart from the fact that it's on, it's actually like a statement of fact that despite Nigeria starting democracy since 1999, 24 years, PDP who have been ruling the state, we all know what they turned the place into, like so many other places like that. So when they are talking about places where roads are being constructed, all right, or salaries are being paid and they are not celebrating salary payments, it will be, it won't be Abia. Do you understand? Sometimes some people will tell you that Ojius or Kalu, this or that. These are PDP boys. These are Hallelujah boys. SPV boys. And from what I have also observed is that there are some set of people that every time you You see anything coming from that place, Abia, and they say Alex Otti this, Alex Otti that. You still see some people that they will say, no kuna they deceive ourselves. No be Abia with it. We wait there Abia here. We don't see electricity. All up now where they do social media. Now social media that they pay all of you influencers. So I would actually really need to understand what that means, because what I have figured out is that there are so many PDP boys that felt like Alex Otti is just going to be an accident that will never happen again. There are some of them who still believe that, like, about Ikpeazu, where they share 500 naira to new mothers. If you give birth in Abia, Ikpeazu will give your wife 500 maternity support. Person where they share kerosene few months to election as a project, and they took pictures. Person where then the beg say may complete one single flyover, a bridge in the entire Abia state. That was questioning the person. They said, when are you going to finish the bridge? And the governor was telling the person on the live radio, what bridge? Did you ask me to build bridge? Am I not the one who just felt like we needed bridge? Am I not the one who is building the bridge? Are you the one building the bridge? See the person who is asking about bridge. He may not even have a car. Somebody who doesn't have a car is asking for bridge on a live radio. I have the video then. I can look for it and show you. So when you see them in Abba, celebrating, even if not just a 5-kilometer road, even if not just township road, a lot of you elsewhere, I mean, I'm from Ogun State, as bad as it is. We have one of the worst roads in Nigeria, but I've seen new roads a few times. I've seen them, even though if the rain go wash them off in the next few days. At least I've seen black tarred road where people say, new road. Go back there, you see so many craters. I'm talking about potholes that can take your entire truck. Yeah. But in Abia State, everything was more or less like the state of the Father, of the Son, and then of the Mother. I'm serious. So if you see them celebrating, even if the market they complete, and you see them come on social media and celebrate it, now people will make sure say that place didn't see development for 24 years. Who felt like if nobody saw this noise of obedient, who is Alex Otti, my friend, next time it will never happen again. We make sure that say, because they are those ones who have probably lost out today. So if you are one of them who is saying that it's a social media thing, can $800 million investment in electricity a social media thing? That should be more than 20 billion anyway. I'm just saying, because this is Maiyegun, and I've told you. I said, if you listen to my song very well, right? My song is like a Toba Shere Maiyegun Mawi. Bosi tun Shere Maiyegun Mawi. Ani esun raki Maiyegun tide. If you do it well, I will say. If you don't do it well, I will say. The most important thing is that if you have a chance to say, I want to do something, do what you say you will do. And nobody will have to lie against you. Do you get that? So if you are in Aba and a lie, say electricity day a Yimba city, I beg tell us. We want to know. Now you did there. No, they tell me say, I spoke to my brother in Aba yesterday. He said all the news na nonsense, Charade, all na fake news. So you know the Aba. You know any of the 9 local government area. Now your brother tell you. Oh, now your friend. Oh, your supplier. Oh, you are there last night, but you are no longer there when we ask you to take pictures or make video. But I'm not here to kind of make you feel too sad anyway. So we'll move on. They caught one of them too that they believe is, I'm sorry if you don't understand this, what he's saying, okay? I'll come back and tell you. There's someone I want to show you. But today, this man cracked me up. Oh. Anybody who understand Yoruba should help me interpret what this man says. In fact, I want you to tell everyone what this guy says in English. Those of you who understand Yoruba, I want to read some of your meaning. It is still about the shege going on in that contraption.
Gari ti round 2. Mo tún gbọ́ pé rice ti di 80,000 àpò. wọ́n bá wá nǹkan ṣe sí i tá a bá tún abẹ́ epo bá epo 580 sorry 680 700 là ń rà kí ló dé kí la ṣe àwa akórópè gbogbo ẹ̀pọ̀n ní òmò gbóná lálẹ́ tá a mọ̀ fọmi wẹ́ẹ̀tì ẹ̀ pẹ́pẹ́ kan òmò lànà àní rí kankan epo náà ní ń gbà lọ owó kúbíìsì àmọ́ mi ò rí san báyìí ayé mi ò dá o.
Ayé yóò dá o. That's a driver, hard-working man, somebody who has a job, a driver. He's almost into tears. He said he's working and working and working. He has nothing to show for it. He's buying a liter of petrol for 680 naira, 700 naira per liter. He will drive that bus, that public transport, right? He will drive it all day. His own blocos. His scruples, His koropon. That's why he says his blocos, right? Will begin the burn, the fire that they will have to need to begin to. It said it will have to come out like, it will sit on a hot korokwe and it will have to begin to blow his blocos every evening. And at the end of the day, he can't even feed his family. And he can't pay the school fees of his children. That's the person where they work. You there on social media, they do Bambi Allah with your fake account. Or you are using your real account to say, Tifnumbu will do 8 years. You no get job. You no get anything. You are looking up to people where they check you and say, my boy, how you doing now? How far is everything? A long time. Baoni, sure. Anyway, no, you take this one, take and do, my boy. People where they give you money, people where they help you. Have you not noticed that some of them are already using style turn to Olushi now? Let me explain that. There's this guy. It was on Twitter today. I think, was it today or yesterday? So this young person, people were talking about people. Let me say a quick thank you to Udwak. Udwak, thank you. Our people don't have the willpower to govern effectively. To cover all this mess, best approach is to protect at foreign embassies and seek travel ban on our corrupt politicians and their families. That's where the collusion of the Western world is also evident, okay? These people will never place any economic sanction on any Nigerian official. Trust me, because they are all business associates. Do you get that now? So that's why I don't really fancy calling on them. Hudok. But that's a very good one. Thanks there for your super chat, okay? I appreciate that. So, what was I even saying earlier? Concerning people who believes that they could hide behind some false identity on social media so that they can continue to defend the APC, and at the same time continue to spread all of the fascism and hatred that is associated with them, right? But have you not noticing that some of those that used to help you, some of them are also becoming broke now, poor? So let me now tell you that story I wanted to tell you. So it was this guy on social media, and he was like, he was calling out someone. And how did he do it? He said, my problem with people, this is how I think he put it. So it was pretty much like his problem with people was that people were judging people because they supported Tifnumbu. He now said, there is this guy who used to give me job, very, very steady, and it was really, really helpful. But the moment he noticed that I supported Tifnumbu and I voted for Tifnumbu, this guy just stopped giving me job. He just stopped, like he just started acting funny to me. Which Olori Bruku be this? We get the audacity to come on social media and say he supported Tifnumbu and somebody cut relationship with them. Like they cut off their relationship because he supported Tifnumbu. And you know what he said? He said, well, but I thank God that I am not begging anybody for food now. But now let us kind of take a look at that. Okay? Somebody is helping you. And somehow you are so comfortable that you said you are defending Yoruba or you are defending Islam. Because you look on, you threw all caution into the air. You became an ethnic bigot. You became, what do you call it? A tribal champion. You forgot all of your real life business associates. You did not care about your customers, the people that patronizes you. You do not care about those that actually help start your business. You did not give a damn about anything. You were like, yes, it was like all of you, they mad that time. Do everything, block. You were not thinking straight. You were like lunatics, insane people. Your businesses, your families, your relationships, your friends, and all of that, you didn't give a damn. You were under APC for 8 years. 8 years. And then after that, Tifnumbu is now your president. Businesses are suffering everywhere. Everybody is trying to kind of find their level. You did not even have a chance after all of that. Even your own business is now suffering. But you are telling yourself your business is suffering because that person didn't like you, because you voted for Tifnumbu, not because you supported Tifnumbu, and that Tifnumbu's government has now affected them. They don't see it that way. They are so selfish, so self-centered. And that is why some of these Olori Bruku will come here and they'll be asking you, who you help? How many people have you helped? In this poverty, in this whole hardship in Nigeria, you, this Maiyegun, you have money. You are supposed to be giving people food too. You are supposed to be giving this or that. So because I haven't come here to say I'm giving food, I'm giving this, I'm giving that, I am supposed to be responsible for your actions, right? Because you are so selfish. They are so selfish. In case if you have not, I mean, I know a lot of you have them around you. They are so selfish that it's unbelievable. Whether the policy of the government has affected you, their helper, it doesn't matter. Whether you yourself, you can barely feed your family, they don't care. To them, oh, it's because I supported Tifnumbu. Yeah? It's because I supported him. That's why this person is not supporting me anymore. Do you know how many lives this your APC Egbekegbe have destroyed? That people are only doing everything to just manage to stay alive. And do you really think anybody that is surviving in this Tifnumbu's what have you should be grateful to those who actually make them this victim? Like, do you think at all that people have lost their jobs, they have lost their businesses, a lot are selling their properties right now just to take care of their health, and so many others are dropping out of school. I mean, their children are dropping out of school because they can no longer afford that. And you still don't think it is that your decision of Tifnumbu APC and all of this that brought all of this upon them? You think it's big? You think they should still be your friend? They should still be your business partners? They should still be your helpers? And if you will be saying they struggle as they struggle now, God won't come answer your prayer. Somebody around you, which is part of the responsibility you are thinking you are carrying in order to be able to show responsibility, they are those who brought this upon you. There's no point in praying against your enemy anyhow. Everyone who tells you they supported Tifnumbu, but they are regretting today They voted Tifnumbu, but they are regretting today. Trust me, those are your real enemies. Whatever you are losing today, whatever you have lost, look around you. If you are one of them, you should, at this point, everywhere you go, they ask God for forgiveness. I don't know how else to explain it to you. Oh, man, that was what? I know you don't understand this language. Okay, I don't understand it too. But this is one of the terrorists that kidnapped the students in Zamfara. You know that Guzo, Federal University of Guzo, the student they kidnapped there, that have been in captivity for almost 8 months. They said they arrested this guy. And they said he's confessing to that is one of the kidnappers. Where are the girls? They have raped those girls, those girls in their forest. They have dehumanized them. Those who were male, they have sodomized them, raped them. You have no idea the atrocities. But do you think this guy looks like one of those terrorists? Or maybe I shouldn't be judging by look. Look can't deceive me. Somebody will tell you what he is saying. There's somebody who understands this language. I'll tell you what I heard he said.
Kana ji mi sunanka? Ka buɗe baki man. Da Umaru. Da Umaru wa mi sunan babanka? Abubakar. Wani gari kake? Kuraji. Kai min bayanin yadda kun kai hulɗa 'yan makaranta.
To wallahi 'yan makarantar nan oga. Ni dai an ka ɗauki 'yan makarantar nan. Da an ka ɗauke su.
Ya kun ka ɗauke su? Da an ka ɗauke su.
Daba malam tukur.
Daba malam tukur.
Da dogo gidi.
Kai wace daba kake?
Niya. Ni ta malam tukur.
Shi aka callanka? Da rabawa kuma.
To ita ta ɗaya gare mu.
Ban da malam tukur sai wani ka challa kuma an ka hada da shi an ka ɗauki 'yan makaranta.
Ta dogo gidi da.
Ta dogo gidi. Ku nawa kun ka zo daga rabar ku?
Mu hudu na.
Ku hudu? A'a. Hudu hadu.
Mu biyar.
Da.
Malam tukur.
Har da malam tukur din ya zo?
Dan gogo. Shehu. Wanga babuga. Sai siwa. To sai ni.
Sai kai. To an hudu kan faɗa mai saura guda.
Hudu na hudu.
Ta
ci biya kuma. Sai yaro guda ne ya kwanta min suna.
To sai an wace daba kuma.
To sai ta dogo gaskiya su ban iya gane ko nawa.
Su nawa sun ka zo?
Wallahi ban gane ko nawa tunda yawa.
Akalla sun kai nawa?
Gaskiya sai sun kai 40 da wani. Kai sai sun kai ma 100 gaskiya da sun ka
to da kun ka zo yawa kuka doka a makarantar. Wace makaranta ce kun ka do mutane?
Nan ta jami'a.
Jami'a. Ta Gusau. Mata maza kun ka doka ko mata?
Mata na kun ka doka.
Mata. Akalla sun kai suna.
Sun kai sha wani abu. 12 ko 13.
To ya an kai wasu sun ka gudu?
Sun ka gudu? Ma'aikata na abin gansu.
Wai mi ma'aikata?
Sojoji.
Sojoji wani wuri sun ka anshe su?
Na banga abin ga gari na. Yan ka wuce ƙara zo.
Wani gari?
Abin ga gagari suna ne wallahi ka kwanta min.
Sojoji sun kashe wasu cikin ku kafin su an so matan?
A ba su kashe ba.
Ba su kashe kowa ba.
I know. It can be annoying, isn't it? When you can't understand and you can only pick few things from what he's saying. Anyway, he said that the ransom paid, that there were about 4 of them who shared the money collected as ransom after kidnapping those school students from their schools and all of that stuff. They said they're on their way to their school and they got kidnapped. That's more, he said. But there's no point in having you sit down there and be like that. I don't understand what he's saying. Because me too, I don't understand. But now the interpretation, I crammed it. But somehow I don't think I even applied it very well. So let me manage them like that, okay? Goku, I've told you this, okay? What we see is what we talk about. Do you understand? So if you want to talk about their finance in Abia, Alex Otis finance, all right? Then we can talk about that when we are talking about finance. The conversation around what is being done and their prospect, as well as their projection of what they plan to do and why you can connect or link that to what is happening to them now was the conversation. You shouldn't have even come here to come and talk about social media as if to say you also have the details of the 20 all everything is done in Abia is 20 billion. Like, come on, man. Now stop it. Or I will have somebody take you out of there. If you are distracting my viewers, okay, you can watch or you'll still be able to watch, but you won't be able to disturb them anymore. Okay. At this point, if you continue to kind of create that distraction within the comment space, right, you will be stopped. Do you understand? And you know the line that people usually say to me, they will say, and so now you they feed me, or watching you is like you they feed me because I they watch you. Oh, Benny, don't they tell me something? I want you to say that. All right. And yeah, we can help you out of here. We just, you know what I mean? Anyway, the guy, which I don't really think it is what they said it is. Since I don't understand the language, I just listen to what people said. So I'll leave it at that. You understand? So this is where I'm going to wrap it up before we start taking calls, okay? So Kalu yesterday told the Qataris that, listen, come and invest in Nigeria, please. Because right? If anybody asks you for bribe, you can come and talk to me. I don't know if he gave them his number. And that got a lot of people to say, it's not different from the fantastically corrupt yes that Bokwari agreed to in London back then, right? If the president of your country says, if anybody asks you for bribe, come and report to me. As if to say, is the Maigad that's going to be at the entrance of the asshole rock is going to always be there. Somebody will be president too. But no saying be president. Now said that, we now look forward to the investors that are going to come in from this.
The point of contact. Don't overbribe. And if it's taken from you, revert to us. Don't give. Don't let it be a problem from investing. Nigeria is serious about the revolution and evolution in business promotion that we have. We are going to remove all obstacles. We have done so much within 9 months. And I'm assuring you, it's easy. Free in, free out. Bring your investment. Whenever you are ready to go, your money is free to go out. I give you that assurance. And if you take advantage of all of these opportunities that is available, nowhere else will you find the greater rate of return that is available to you in Nigeria. Bring your investment. You are free of the burden of double taxation. Let's work together. I, as the president, am assuring you that your investment will be safe and you are free in and willing out whenever.
Nuisance Lele. Nuisance Lele.
If you are an investor and you see that clown talking about in and out, bring your investment. Meanwhile, when you read the news, international airlines are still, they still have their $10 billion trapped in Nigeria bank because Nigeria no get Nigeria no get dollar. Will you take your money there? And he kept saying, it's safe. It's safe from double taxation. She kò nuisance ni call you like that. She mo koton pe double taxation ni. What you have in Nigeria is 1 million. No, double call, not quadruple, not quintuple. What I go to? Do you have something like sextuple? Sextuple is times 6, be 6 plates in here. Live on like that, anyway, but you know what I mean. They go collect and collect and collect, meaning then go ask those who are packing their loads and leaving. It doesn't even talk like somebody you can say is a president of a country with some interesting, intelligent, advisors around him. They just told him, Baba, once we get inside, okay, and they ask you, you just tell them that they should come and invest in Nigeria. Bring your Tiff Numbu go steal your investment, too. If you bring anything, if you take anything to Nigeria, investor, look at me very well. If your stuff became more, by any chance, lucrative, they go steal them from you. Now, what thing they do be that too? The Egyptians that went to the same Qatar, they got a deal of over $35 billion. They were not like beggarly like that, where some idiot are there to clap for him. You will not get double taxation. But the businesses in Nigeria are getting quadruple taxation, Abi. Are they not? All of them will get business for Nigeria. Talk to me. How many taxes are they collecting from you? How many of them is going to the pocket of the government? How many? The world knows better. If you have something to offer the world, you do not go to them and say, come to my country. No, they will come to your country. First, they will say, sorry, we are receiving invitation from. Because now businesses, listen to me, investors in different countries, if they know that there is opportunity in your country, they will start pressurizing their politicians to look at your direction. But Nigerians, your criminal leaders sometimes believes that now all of them are they dumb, unfortunately. Investors don't need your president. Did you see American president going to every country and say, come and invest in America? Begging them. No. Now the American businesses go say, Joe Biden, you must go to Nigeria. There are some things we are pushing in Nigeria. There's so much opportunity there right now. Our businesses are focusing on Nigeria and a few other African countries. And we need you to tour Africa so that you can meet all their presidents and tell them to be nice to us, American businesses. Maybe your president will go there, they beg for investors. Some of you no get sense. Every time you think they are doing this to get you investors, they are just using this to launder your money and waste the rest. You don't beg investors in different countries. They are busy with their own stuff. Now, countries go come, they be nice to you because they won't take something from you. Their businesses, they are already interested in Nigeria. They will begin to pressure their government. Their government should talk to you. Please talk to. If you not talk to you, they will take their money, put it on another candidate that will form government in their country. That country can now go and talk to your country so that their businesses can come into your country. Maybe you they go everywhere, say they find investors. A lot of times they'll tell you that they go look for investors. But we will come now. Foreign direct investment to Nigeria, FDI, has been depleted, dwindling for the past 8 years. Go and check the record now. Nobody wants to invest in that place. Why are you all pretending? Why are you pretending? All of you talk say you go school. Those of you who talk say you go school. You are still defending this nonsense when you should be telling yourselves the truth. He's looking for investor, my yansh. Investor call. In debt or ni. Looking for investor in Ninja. Looking for No, that's not how it's done. You open up your country. You tell them, chance, wow, anybody will want to come. Chinese, Russians, English, America, all of you are welcome. Now them go now their business people go they pressure their government to come to your country. Some of them will even abandon their government. They will fly down to your country to go and meet people and say, we want to do this, we want to do that. Who is doing that in Nigeria now? Now those who won't borrow you money. Anyway, I'll leave them at that so that I can take calls tonight. Okay, I want to take calls tonight. Okay, Goku, if you are still there, the number to call is on your screen. Okay, pick up your phone and call in. Come and tell us what we don't know. That's what this platform is all about. Don't come around and think you can push a narrative that will tell us that what we see is not what we see. Don't do that here, okay? Because this is a platform that you can say is not a gossip platform. When things are said, there are other things that, that are presented to back that up. If you have something that you can share with us, pick up your phone and call in, right? I won't go drink tea. I'll be back in a minute. Don't go anywhere. And if you have to, like the broadcast before you go, okay? I will be back in a minute or two. Thank you. That is me back. And I do have a caller. And also, before my caller comes on, I do have a request, please. If you are a member of this temple, somebody who really, really feels like this is like a family, right? And you live in India, and you could find a place for a brother, right, to get something or have something doing, like, a job, an assist, or whatever it is. I don't know how it is over there. I do have a brother that would be so, so grateful if he can actually get something like a job. Please. It's so important. If you can be of help, please reach out to me. I'll link you guys together and pray that it works out, okay? I have a brother who is in desperate need of something doing because something just happened. And this is a brother that I personally would not see go astray. I know what life can be like or what life can do to us. And it happens so fast sometimes. Call this as or see this as an appeal from myself and treat it with importance. If you will be able to help, I will be indebted to you. And I mean it. Here is my first caller on the line. Hello there.
Sakpa Maleku.
Alaikum Shakpa. How are you?
Correct. Now you remember my guy.
That's what I said. I said if I manage to get one true emperor on tonight, definitely it's going to get me back into it. And I think I just did. A lot of people don't like you now. They say you are too blunt. You don't like, like I'm like, well, everybody has a reputation. You are not here to be loved or liked. You just want them to be, right?
Look, Maiyegun, let us teach our audience this greeting. Sakma Maleku.
Wa alaikum shakba.
Good. That is the official greeting of the Temple of the Truth. To remind the bad idiots that we want them that Sakma is coming. And they refuse to listen. So I don't care whether people like me or not, I will tell you the truth. And they say the truth hurts, but it shall set you free. And I'm here to give some truth today. And I want to go straight to the point because I'm busy.
Remember, this is evening. So I want to, it's not like us. And it's evening. It's always time.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember, right?
So
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, I remember. So, yeah. So I'm going to go straight to the point. So let us start with Shettima telling people to criticize them responsibly. Is he mad?
It must be. Because the younger way to fire people, I don't think the younger is firing people responsibly or maturely.
Honestly. And I don't think Nigerians are even hungry enough for them to even react to what Shettima said. Because if Nigerians are really hungry and Shettima, they talk that nonsense, they suppose go in your house. Don't go loot in your house if Nigeria gets sense. So he wants people to criticize him responsibly. He wants people to give them advice. When girls are being kidnapped and raped, when men are being sodomized, where people are hungry, where people are losing their business.
Yes.
Maiyegun, you see these people are very foolish. As in, foolishness is in their blood system. And look at what's the name of that idiot? Sonweku. He's saying Lagosians should be paying rent monthly. Did you see that report?
I saw it.
You see that policy?
Still working on it. So to make sure that people are paying rent monthly.
Maiyegun,
yeah.
Maiyegun, do these people understand the concept of GDP, the concept of standard of living, the metrics that is involved? Are these people trying to compare America and Nigeria without doing the right thing, without first not being productive?
They think they can.
You can see, Michael, you can see these fools are trying to put the cart before the horse. You can see that these fools are trying to drive a car without an engine. And yet, idiotic Nigerians will say we are the enemies. Maiyegun, once again, Sakpa Maleku.
Wow, Lekun Sakpa, brother, Jomon.
Good. Let me move to the next point. Let me move to the next point. I have 1 point.
Sorry, you said?
I have one more point.
Okay.
One more point before I go.
Fast. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, this is my last point. You know, you were talking about this guy, this smuggler, Dende.
Yes, so I did.
And maybe people are I saw people in the chat surprised as to how the Nigerian media is, giving him good praises. Have people forgotten? Exactly. People were surprised. But have people forgotten that it is this same Nigerian media that invited Hamas leader to speak in Nigerian media?
Help me remind them.
You see, Maiyegun, do you see how people forget things so easily? And Maiyegun, Nigerians are not even ashamed that Ukraine, a war-torn country,
fight war for 2 years with Russia,
fighting war with Russia.
Okay.
One of the world power, and they are still giving Nigeria
food. That's Nigeria food. Nigeria don't spoil.
And Nigerians will still say they are the giant of Africa.
No, it's
Maiyegun, Sakpa Maleku.
Wa alaikum shakpa. My brother, take it easy.
Have a good day. Bye.
One true emperor now. One true emperor. Everybody have their own everyone has their own personality, and I love all of you for it. Don't be apologetic for who you are, because I am not. Okay. Do not do anything because you wanted to be liked or not. Otherwise, okay, just do your thing. I love all of you for it. Here is my another caller. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir.
Good evening.
How are you? Good evening.
Good evening. The general
Yes,
on
sir.
top.
How are you, Baba?
I'm fine. This is Bright. I'm calling from Italy. This is my second time of calling to a program.
Right. My dear brother, Brighto, sir. Thank you so much for making it tonight. Yeah.
I was trying so hard this afternoon. I couldn't get you.
You know, all of that will be better now. You see, a lot of you, if you don't get me in the afternoon, you'll get me in the evening now, because we will have more of such programs. And I'm glad that you could get me tonight, because it's even more important tonight. Don't you think?
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time and your awareness that you bring into every one of us.
Thanks, Baba.
Firstly, there is something. Let me pick something out from some statement that contribution someone made today on during the afternoon program. You know, he was saying that if he's feeling so tied up with the abroad life here, when he gets home in Nigeria, he's relaxed. No alarm will wake you up. Everything is easy back home. I couldn't call to contribute.
Yeah, somebody did say that.
Yeah, somebody said that. But you know why? Do you know why sometimes we feel like that? That when you get home, everything is okay for you compared to what you feel abroad like that. It's because we are not developed. That's just the simple fact. We are not developed. If the country is developed, if everything is working fine, you have to pay your bills. Everybody will be running the way we are running here abroad.
That's right. That is right.
Do you understand? So everybody will be running. Nobody will stay in the church from Monday to Sunday. Everybody will know that they have one or two things to do. You understand? So I wanted to say that. There is another thing that I was trying to also, on my own, I was trying to find out. Ever since Tinubu came to power, everybody has been saying, where is Buhari? Why is this man not bringing Buhari to book? What is happening? This, that. So I was, trying to do my own research. Then I now understand that, that Jonathan made one statement that when he was coming during that election between him and Buhari, that the United States that they were kind of ready to make sure he didn't get to power because they were supporting Buhari.
Jonathan now. I mean, a lot of people forget things, right? I remember events, and I will continue to remind everybody because people should remember. All right. John Kerry was sent to Nigeria, and it was at the height of, say, the Chibok girls have been kidnapped. America specifically told Jonathan that it will be held responsible for whatever goes wrong in Nigeria during the election, because Jonathan postponed the election, if you remember, and that thrown majority them off. John Kerry met with the Northern Emir Sultan. They had a closed door meeting. Jonathan didn't know what they discussed till tomorrow. He didn't know.
Exactly.
So it was more or less there are terrorists at the border. Jonathan knew these Fulani terrorists, they were at the border then, waiting to pound on Nigeria. America is trying to say they will support this opposition, and Jonathan will be held responsible for anything if Nigerian military should. You remember that they told America not to sell weapons to Nigeria. Have you forgotten? To fight terrorists. Yeah, they told America Jonathan was buying weapons to kill them. They said Jonathan was buying weapons to kill APC opposition. America placed embargo on Nigeria. Jonathan went to South Africa to buy weapons. They arrested the plane that was going there to go and discuss that. Have you forgotten? You know what I'm trying to conspiracy then. Jonathan just had to escape out. But go on.
Maiyegun, do you know what I'm trying to pick out from those ends? You see, when Buhari came in, even with what happened during ENSA, all these human rights violations that happened, people were, putting on our life and everything. These people they looked away. Nobody took this man to the international court.
Obama did video about Nigeria. He told Nigerians, he said, remember that where they said the task The task of something Nigeria is a task that must be done. Barack Obama, sitting president of America, and his wife, they did video for this APC.
Maiyegun, that is one of the reasons why Tinubu cannot do anything to Buhari. How can you, somebody that the United States supported his government, then tomorrow you want to go and bring such a person to book? How will you do that? No. And when he himself, that is why the issue of Chicago was thrown to the dog. Because these people are there. And that is the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is going to take a long time before it's out. Because let me give you another instance.
Sure.
If Nnamdi Kanu should be released today, look at what is happening. You know that the South is now in BRICS with South Africa and Russia. They are in BRICS. Only Nigeria that is one of the oil producing countries in the world that is not yet in BRICS. And that is why you have somebody like Tinubu flying always to France, to the UK, France to the UK. Because the issue with Russia, the Westerners are already saying that if there is a cut from us going to take oil from the Middle East and Russia, so Nigeria would be easy to go to Europe and to them. So that is the bridge. That is why all those things we were doing during the election about, we will go to court. Everybody, these international people, they just decide that they didn't see anything because they knew that there were many things to come up. So that is why. So how can you expect somebody who's a British citizen languishing in DSS custody and the British people just turn their eyes to the other side? So we are. Nigeria is in an apartheid state. That is why your police will beat you blue black because they take orders from somebody above.
Yes.
Because they don't represent us as citizens.
It's unfortunate.
So Nigeria is just an enterprise for these people. That is why Tinubu today, you see him, whatever he's doing, these people are not interested. And the statement he made in Qatar saying, no, if anybody should come and they want to take bribe from you, let me know. Because these people know, if you go to the World Index, Nigeria as of today is the 28th most corrupt country in the world. Go and look at it for yourself.
I know. Right.
So he already knew that. That is why he used those statements there in Qatar.
Thank you so much, Baba.
We have a long way to go, Baba.
Again, right?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So well. I love this. Yeah, you have a wonderful one. Baba. Thank you so much. Here is another caller. Here, hello.
Hello, MG.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I greet you, my brother. Good morning from here.
Is it morning there?
Yeah, it's morning here. It's 3:45 a.m. in the morning, India.
Jesus Christ, guys, una. I don't know how to describe it. Una love Maiyegun that much that you have to stay up from 1 a.m. I think, or 2 a.m.
1:30. You start your program by 1:35 exactly. 1:35 exactly on the dot. So I always wait for you.
Me till 3:45 a.m. Baba. See,
yeah, you close 4:30, 4:30.
Thank you.
No problem.
That's something.
That's no problem.
Baba, I'm gonna be honest. So that's some level of love that words can't describe. And you see, personally, I kind of feel like, man, do I really have that much value for somebody like, for you guys? But I know I do, and I appreciate it, okay? I do appreciate every minute spent. So thank you.
My brother, you do. You have more. You have more value. Well, I didn't have much to say, but I actually wanted to say something about, you said something about having one of yours in India. Is he in India or he is planning to come to India? If he is planning to come to India.
Yeah, he's been in India for a while. He lives there. He works there as well, right? But things seems to be, like usual now, shit happens, right? So now he kind of reached out. And I kind of always respect people. We men, we don't usually ask for help. Sure you get. However, when we really ask for help, I feel like it's a cry for help kind of. So I'm like, I don't know how to go about it, but we'll talk to people. And that's why I had to share that today. Okay, yeah, he's in India. It's all it takes to be in there. You know what I mean? He just needs to have something doing, like from what he lost.
My brother.
Yes, sir.
To be frank, there is nothing anyone is actually doing in India. We that are here coping, we know how we are coping. You understand?
I know.
There is no actually like office work. Yes. But if where specifically is he in India? Are you okay with discussing this on air now?
Yeah, he's probably.
I'm in New Delhi
too. He is watching. I can guarantee that.
I'm in New Delhi. So I don't know specifically wherever he is. So
don't worry. What I'm gonna do is this, right? This is what I'm gonna do. I am going to master your number, the one that ends in with 4759. Okay, I am gonna master that, and I will send you a personal message after this broadcast.
All right.
Now, when you see
the
message,
just
from that, I will link you two together, and you can have a chat. Because I personally believe that, except brothers come together and say, "Let's see what we can actually. What can you do?" You know, most of the time they will say, "What can you do? Tell me what you can do, and let's see what I can do." So you know what I mean? Like, if somebody says, "I need your help," you ask him, "What can you really do? Tell me what you can do." Then we see what we can come through, right? That's exactly what I expect to happen.
Yes,
every help is going to be appreciated. Seriously. Thank you.
Okay, then I'll be waiting for your message and call. I will help as a brother. There's no problem.
God bless you. While you are here, give me a sec. I want to see if if I can possibly actually send a message here. Okay, I think I can. I will reach out to you, sir. Okay, thanks.
All right. That's no problem. Thank you. Take care of yourself. Thank you. Take care of yourself.
You have a good one. Okay, that's a good one. Give me a second because I don't want to miss it. I've got thousands of callers and numbers that ordinarily it's going to be like a battle for me to be able to indeed give this a follow-up, and I really need this. I really need to use it. So yeah, thank you. Let me take another one. So I will follow that up here. Hello.
Good afternoon for me, Maiyegun.
Good afternoon to you, sir. How are you, Baba?
Thank you. I'm fine. And you?
I'm here, surviving, Baba. Thank you.
Yeah. Maiyegun, this guy that called from India, I love the observation. I really want to say it. I called in the morning. I called the program in the morning, and he now brought something to my mind. I was in Germany before, and then I came to US, and in Germany your program starts around 9 o'clock, and in US you start around 15 o'clock. So nobody is missing it. So that's the love for me. Super love, you watch it every time.
See the time difference alone.
Yeah.
When I consider where people actually have to plug in, as far as Australia, Qatar, and all these places, they are like in the morning. All of you in the US, right? Majority of my broadcasts, in fact, all of my broadcasts in the evening always happen to be the time majority of you are at work, or you are having a little break to say, okay, I'm going to listen to it. So, but people still plug in even while they are at work, and I'm like,
nobody they miss your program. I met one guy here. I was thinking that I'm a super fan. I met one guy here from Edo State, Fred. Hey, this guy is it's like cocaine. Oh my God, I'm telling you.
I appreciate every bit of it, and that is why sometimes it does get a little bit emotional. I have to be honest. I mean, I'll be strong guy. We say strong man. But some level, I've been shown love, right?
You're too much, Maiyegun.
You know what I mean?
You're too much.
If you want a textbook definition of somebody who has really benefited from what you can call grace from people, ordinarily, you will never see them on YouTube. They don't have that time. But here they are.
Yeah.
They do have my own time. And you see that time they have for me. It's more than money or any other thing. I mean, I do appreciate that. No joke.
Can I say something? You're doing a lot. Like in abroad, there's people they've not been to Nigeria for years. you are just like the mirror. They see through what is happening in Nigeria.
Not just what they say
so
to
this
them,
is just
but what they see with
this
their
is what they
eyes.
say, yeah. Because people don't believe Nigerian news anymore. So a lot of people just normally watch you, and you are the one giving them information, and everybody trusts you to watch you, and that's why Maiyegun. So Maiyegun, I want to say something very quick. In the morning, I try to say a lot of some things. Your program is just like school. Whenever I'm coming to you, I always take my pen and paper. I write some things down. Then from there,
I know
if I'm lucky to call in,
some of you are beginning to even write your points out now. Like, you know what? I'm not gonna waste the chance that I'm going to have on MaiyegunsDiary Politico. A lot of people are going to be listening. So therefore, I want my point out, and I love that for all of you. Honestly.
Yeah. Really, that's what I do. And based on IB Dende, I have like 4 points here. Based on ID Dende, I'm not even seeing the IB Dende action. What I saw there is like for us to know how deep corruption has eaten our security and uniform men. This is just custom. They deal with food and other things, smugglers, But can you just take a picture of this? What happened to that custom officer? I heard that the man is a senior superintendent of custom. That means when you are nobody and you don't know any.
Go on, please.
Yes, if you are nobody and you don't know anybody, if that man catches you with a car that's not well cleared from the wharf, he can seize that car and destroy that car in front of you without nobody asking him why. But we can see in that picture, that drama with IBD Dende, he was begging. No, the camera wasn't even going to his side. He was like, they made him a victim, feel guilty of doing the right thing.
He was scared.
So people,
He said, people
now,
what did I do?
Yeah,
he's threatening to kill me. What did I do?
Yes,
custom officer.
And the guy in question, the criminal in question, on a phone, maybe he's calling the control general for that to be begging him, explaining what did I do. So for you to know that these guys are pushing innocent souls out in the forest to go and fight Boko Haram, whereas the Oga has taken a lot of money. So they cannot even give them enough ammunition to defend themselves, not even fighting the Boko Haram. That's why you see them killing a lot of them, and many of them that died in the bush, nobody's talking about them. Even their family, many of their family doesn't know that they're already dead. They are thinking that they are still in the bush, fighting, waiting for them to come back home. So for you to see from that picture, you will see what happened there. Just take it to army side. You will see. Just take the picture to army side and police. For you to see, the Oga has taken the money. He knows Dende. He contacted Dende, but nobody gave this innocent officer notice that Dende
room, beat him up, and say, "See what you have caused. See what you have caused."
That's why.
Now
that's why he's crying.
Is calling us now. This is what you have caused. They will still blame him.
Yes.
Man, God.
Yes. Yes. So number two is this truck looting. This truck looting, I see it as they are trying to wage war against citizens from their mistakes, because those trucks they are looting are people's business, and those people are going down. When you loot somebody's business like that, he cannot go to market tomorrow. Millions of naira is going away. Then the truckers now will try to protect their goods. Then they will start killing themselves or killing people on the street. Even innocent ones, when they see you on the,
they will ram into you.
If you block them, they will kill the person. They will run over that person. You see, and maybe they will be taking bandits now with them to shoot at people when they are coming to defend their money. Because the government already opened hands for them to be stealing people's goods. So that one is another problem that we are coming in. Then based on Ukraine food. I went into, when I saw that thing in the morning, when you said it, I went into writing about, because I was in Germany last year, and I saw I saw Ukraine people when they came in, when the war started. I saw them. They look hungry. So for them to give us food, there's something behind this food. So I now saw that food was contaminated. It's not a good one. Even some Europeans rejected that grains and they sent it to Nigeria. Nigeria now took it. So why are we taking food from war-torn zones?
See, people are so hungry right now. They don't even care the source of what they are giving to them free here, because nobody is even checking any standard. The video I showed you earlier from Day in Abuja today, from Guapa, what's that place called again, right? See, the people who were carrying those bags, they confirmed that part of that grain is spoiled, but they still carry them anyway.
You see, they're giving people poison everywhere, kidney failure, plus coughing, no hospital, nothing. And government is now in Germany. I don't know, many people are watching it now. They live in Germany. In Germany, they protect lives. Government protect lives. And this one is now begging food, a whole giant of Africa. People that produce 114 tons of gold every year. People that produce 140 tons of gold every year and crude oil are now taking food from Ukraine that has what old country? Okay. At least the last one I want to talk about is Tinubu statement from in Qatar, telling investor, if anybody attacks you or want to take bribe from you, come and meet me. This is bullshit. I'm ashamed of telling my friends that I'm from Nigeria. How can he's directly telling the investor that there's no judiciary, there's no system institution, because how can you see president if you're an investor? How can you see the president?
Don't call police. Don't report.
Don't call police. Just go to president. So how can investor trust this country and invest his money? Since he cannot get your money from the court, so you have to meet president. Man, something is wrong in that country, Maiyegun. Something is wrong. Then lastly, just give me 1 minute. Lastly, there's one guy I saw on just 1 minute. There's one guy I saw on Facebook. All these people that call themselves celebrities, not celebrities from Nigeria. He came to London few weeks ago. This guy. I watch this guy video. He's always attacking some people. You know, sometimes he talk good things. Sometimes, but I saw him in London. He was like, "I can't stay here. People are in London are suffering. People are this is too bad. This is bad. Blah 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 blah. I'm going back. You know, like from this caller. You know, the caller. I'm the one that said that. I asked my auntie if he wake up with alarm in the morning. I'm not saying it to my auntie because I'm coming to Nigeria to flex. If not because our family, I cannot go there again to do what? So from that, what very dark man said, what I wrote for him that day, I said, if Nigeria is working, nobody will come to Facebook and beg money. You people should be doing something working. We are working and we are paying tax. Yes. We don't have time to come and how can somebody be on Facebook from morning till night talking rubbish? So that's why he came there. He came there and meet busy people that got bills to pay. They got to people
they are so serious with their jobs that they cannot sit back and feel like nothing they happen.
Yes. I've been moving him around in London. So that's my take. Let him go home and talk to government so that government will work. You know, thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you. Tomorrow is another day. You know, every day we all have a lot. If we are all allowed to pour everything in our mind at a phone call, right? We probably will only have one person. So what would they share them like that? Okay, tomorrow is another day. Mazi, you have a wonderful, week and enjoy the rest of the day too. Okay. So here I have another caller. Brevard. If you are still watching me,
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. One moment. I'm asking everyone who is still here with me that please, if you are still watching, right, please take a moment. How about can you have over 2,000 of us earlier? And then we are unable to actually get 1,000 of us to indeed like the broadcast. It's just a reminder because everything is now, we only have just about half an hour to go now. And here is a caller on the line. Hello there, Baba.
Hello, Baba.
How you doing?
Good afternoon. Good evening. I did, bro. I'm very good.
I won't be with you in the evening, but here he is. I can't even look away. Look at yourself. When you told me this afternoon,
I just had a small opportunity.
Said, oh, I won't be around in the evening, okay? Because I've got this, a business meeting and all of that. I said, right, you will still listen, but I didn't know you were able to hold it, that you still have to call in. Let's do it quickly.
In fact, yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, thank you, my brother Maiyegun. Shout out to the Temple of Truth. Please click on the like button. Please click on that like button quickly. Let's bring it up above 1,000 likes. Maiyegun General, yes, sir. Thank you for your platform. Thanks, Baba. And thank you for giving people like me an opportunity to talk to thousands of people. And that includes journalists.
Baba, because we all built this place. Let's all be very, very generous, right? When we are sharing the accolades. This is ours. And there's a reason why we seem to all be connected differently from other platforms, okay, where you just go in and go out. You guys are building bonds. That's not really a regular thing, right? So we build this place. No. We make it comfortable for ourselves. We feel safe here. And I'm glad and I'm happy to have you as my friends too. So the African Wahala, shoot.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Maiyegun. Thank you. I wanted to use this opportunity to talk to the journalists in Nigeria because they listen to the show as well. Please, you guys need to do a better job in being ethical journalists. It doesn't make sense for you to be calling hungry, defenseless people hooligans. You can't use the word hooligan on hungry people that are taking foodstuff that belongs to them. Okay, from warehouses that the government prevented them from. Listen, the government had foodstuff in the warehouses for 3 years, 4 years. Heat, humidity, a lot of these foodstuff started rotting. They were rotting away, becoming garbage. Years later, after the country had been destroyed by criminal politicians, the people became hungry and they started looting warehouses. And a lot of those warehouses have rotten food. Then you journalists, specifically Arise News. By the way, I like Arise News. Shout out to those guys there. No shout out to Ruben Abatido, but shout out to Ojirika Okwe and Rufai. No shout out to Ruben Abatido. Once again,
how you they distribute? You be like person we get, we get the candy and call the kids and said, "Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Very good morning to you. Amazing morning to you." And then one child is there. And he said, he said, go and collect your own good morning from APC. Come over here. Everybody. So
yes,
about to share in your kudos to you. Kudos to
in my salutations.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay. No kudos to Abati. Abati. I don't want to be too harsh with my words anymore. But I have nothing but negative things to say about Abati. Now, Ojirika Okwe, you call these people hooligans. That's wrong. Please don't call them hooligans anymore. Just because the head of the police called them hooligans in his press statements, that doesn't make them hooligans. You need to always remember that the police is corrupt. Okay? The politicians that you invite to your program all the time, you sit them down, you serve them coffee, tea, you're having nice, pleasant conversations with criminal politicians that destroy the country. You've never called them hooligans to their faces. Then why are you calling poor people hooligans? Stop doing that, please. Otherwise, you're going to be a part of the problem. We are not going to start perceiving you as a part of the problem. So mind your words, practice balanced journalism. If you're going to call the people hooligans for looting those rotten foods, then call the criminal politicians that created this situation, call them hooligans as well. Thank you so much, Maiyegun.
Very symbolic message there. It was precise. You had and you had them in mind to get the message. Baba, thank you. Because
thank you, brother.
Start with before they begin to crucify us. Call a dog a bad name.
Yes.
Find it. That's exactly how it has always been. But yes, we should always remind that it won't work for everyone all the time. The African Wahala.
Yes.
Baba, I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you, Papa. All right, bro. You too.
So I also have here with me Prince Shettima, representing IPOB
Hola, Baba. Respect.
Prince Shettima, how are you?
Yes, Baba, I'm fine. You?
I'm very well, Lord. Thank you. A lot of people will be wondering, how did I get to know everybody calling in? Man, I've been doing this for a while. I'm mastering some of these numbers. Once in a while, people deceive me. The African Walla has been deceiving me in the past 2 days. But lucky enough, right? When he says a word, I quickly grab it and say, that's him. So, Prince Shettima, how are you?
Baba. Our Tukano Mike, I hear no shaking. We are all right.
We did hear, all right. You know the low, the Tukano, the loud is getting louder and louder and louder. And guess what, right? They are complaining that we are too loud. Why are you always loud? Why are you say you will go deaf? After going deaf, una go come go mad. When una go mad, una go come run out of town. Now our problem they run away with that. I will never stop.
They go,
Prince.
Now so they go get complication with blindness.
That is it. Now they shout. Now they annoying them. They will go deaf. First they will go deaf. After going deaf, they will go mad. After going mad, then they will go missing by running away.
That's so.
Go for it.
That's so. Baba, well done, Jare.
Thank you.
Continue to fire the Tukano mic, Jare.
Bless you.
Yeah, Baba. It's first of all, I just want to this guy, what is his name? The vice president, Shettima.
Oh, the Shettima, Shettima.
Yeah. I had him warning people to be responsible in protesting. You know, I want to ask him what is responsible about Boko Haram. Yes, somebody that is telling people to be responsible in it's just like people, you know, during it's just like during Buhari time, you know, they were shouting hate speech.
And now you remember.
But they were sponsoring this Boko Haram with hate action and hate men, killing people with hate action. Hate action and hate speech, which one is more grievous? Baba? You see,
now you don't forget. They just say all those things to make us feel like we are the bad ones for complaining that we are being killed unjustly. And these killers, right, are untouchable. Shut up your mouth. Are you the only one being killed? Please don't destroy this country. Let us just pray that God will change the mind of all this terror. Or God will come and fight for us and defend us. Me should join you to pray to God to come and save me from terrorists that I see. And the state government that is covering them up, I will go fight too.
Baba, to be honest with you, they are living in fear. You know, they have living in bondage. These people, they are living in fear every day. You understand? You know, the Jaga Bandit, he stole it, he ran away with it, he escaped with it.
Snatch it and ran away with it, only for it to not be able to like.
So, and this kind of stealing is very obvious that everybody is aware that he's a thief. So every time his mind will be cutting. That is where he is. The other day he was telling NLC that they are not the only voice. All this word that they are saying is just to, you know, console their fear.
Make themselves feel better.
And Baba, I'm telling you, it's every day they will say talking military takeover. They are always afraid. They are not sleeping with 2 eyes closed. You know, because they stole what they are enjoying. And it will never be well with them.
That they will get caught or get punished for it. And every now and then they needed this reassurance that they are still in power. That's why I always remind himself, like, say, as president, I am the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Say,
you know, any day when I look out for television, I wonder, say, what he hit Nigeria? So, you know, what kind of accidents Nigeria is inside? You get what I'm saying?
I deal with you,
Baba. To conclude my own contribution tonight, you see, this governor, LP governor. Alex. You know, I like to call him LP so that he get a pepper APC and PDP.
What do you have to say?
You know, You see the guy. They are trying to gaslight him. They are threatening. They are going to cut the gas that they gave to him.
Like
That's
if
what
if people say too much all the time, Alex, every time Alex, wait till him to say, okay, cut the gas, Joe. If they don't get gas and electricity don't go. The same people where Intel saying we'll go give them 24 hours electricity. And then go first day. But the guy seems to be above that by now. They said they have actually like been above that. Because well, anyway, saboteurs.
You know, Baba, my own observation and contribution about it is this. I know, and we know that the gas, that they gave to him to power this electricity is to cool the temper in Southeast for us not to talk about Biafra again, so that we'll be celebrating
they are wrong. No idea that all this. Well, anyway, please go on.
You see, the unfortunate thing is that these people don't know the vision we have about Biafra. Dubai is not even beautiful. The vision we have about Biafra. That is one thing that they don't know. You get what I'm saying? So even if there is power in the whole eastern Nigeria, there is a railway that is compensation of Nigeria. The seaport that is compensation of Nigeria. It can never be like a Biafra that we with our own blueprint. Let them know that, so that anything they want to do, let them they do, because it's Biafra for us and Biafra and Biafra. There's no other way.
After Biafra,
with Nigeria,
what do you want?
Biafra. Baba, Nigeria is gone. You understand? There is no menquatarism in a broken bottle.
No.
Okay? And I want to warn this guy. There's a guy that just called in between the callers.
Right.
I want to warn him. He made a statement. He always use that statement. He said that this is the reason why they will hold him for a long time. That guy, if they send him to come and gaslight us, he should just go back to them and tell them that
is that President
yes,
calm down.
Yes,
See,
Baba, but is that not?
No. It was just making some analytical comparison. Okay, saying the reason if like why are they holding him? This could be one of the reasons why they are still holding him. Or this, you know what I mean? Like no take on to it like that.
No, why I take it personal? That's the way he put it. If he put it in a better context, I would have said yes. But he said this is the reason why. He's emphatic about what he says. This is the reason why they are going to hold him for longer time. Do you understand? He don't know that because they are holding down the Kano, that's why Nigeria is breaking down every day. And this criminal, they knows it, but because they are comfortable with what they are getting in Abuja. You understand? They don't want to let go, so that Nigeria will breathe. They want to impoverish everybody, so that every 4 years they will throw away Agbado on the ground. Agbado of 10,000. Nigeria will be running like chicken, to go and pick the corn of 10,000 or 5,000. You understand? They will make you so hungry that when you see 5,000, it will be like 5 million. Do you understand? This is just it, because I don't see the reason why they are putting people in this kind of death of hunger. Do you understand? People are dying every day now, Baba. People can't continue like this, and they know they are afraid. Every day they say military don't come take over. Military don't come take over. Why are they afraid? Because you are doing bad now. There's no peace with the wicked. Baba, God bless you, Jare.
And you
continue the fire to Kano Mike. Respect.
Thank you, Prince Judgeman. Thank you so much for that. I will just take one more call and we will call it a night this evening. All right. Here is my caller. Can you hear me?
Hey, Maiyegun. Good evening from London. This is Austin.
Austin, you're back.
This is Austin.
How are you this evening, Baba? How are you doing?
I'm good. I was enjoying your show, man.
People come around and listen out their mind, right? And sometimes when I get to hear what people have in their mind and in their head and all that, I'm like, So people, they are meaner than myself. Or sometimes people think I'm the one who has a bad mouth. Sometimes you need to listen to all these callers too. Their own is a different level. I'm glad you are also here tonight
Of
too,
course.
Austin.
You remember that a few days ago there was a guy who called, and I think 2 days ago or 3 days ago, he was really hard on Nigerians. Blaming Nigeria, all Nigerians, and then you. No. They should not. They should not.
The word some, and he said, "I am intentionally not using the word some." They said, "But you are also involved. You are also included." Now, when you say yes, I'm fine with that. So I'm not going to change that.
No,
it must be the one. Is it?
My brother, you see, they should not blame that guy. You see, Nigerians have an attitude. You remember, when I called, I was saying that if you look through down from upstream to downstream, there's an average lifestyle or attitude all Nigerians have. So statistically, he's right, because anything from 5, if you say 5, 6, you can round it up to, if you say 1.6, you can make it 2. That doesn't mean it's 2. It's a statistical issue. The man was angry. The man was angry. So when he says Nigerians, what percentage do you want him to say? 98% of Nigerians, 90%, 80%? He made a statement. Let us take it in to say that, look, this is where we are. These people are saying things. The person who is criticizing him for not saying some Nigerians, let them come out and speak. They should not just go there and write things. Why don't they come and say some Nigerians? Leave him alone to speak his mind. That is the problem with Nigerians. They always have something to say when somebody pick up an issue, try to address it. Say, oh, you should have said it this way. Remember, we were talking about elders. Somebody say, oh, don't respect the elders. Some people say, where I come from, we respect elders. I don't give a fuck about elders. I'm sorry to use that word.
Because we also
not that I'm insulting, not that
your age, and you're not respecting me. I mean, you have to respect. If you respect yourself, you see, one thing about respect people don't understand is that before you disrespect anybody, you must have disrespected yourself. Me personally believe that Nigerian criminal rulers, they have become so comfortable disrespecting us, lying to us,
exactly,
all of their properties, even though they are elderly people. They do not have respect for themselves. That's why they can easily lie to us and expect nothing to happen. If you don't respect yourself, why should I respect you? You don't even respect me in the first place, right? And you want me to respect you?
It is the problem.
Austin, tell them.
Yeah, remember I made mention of religion. Some people are afraid of religion. And some people say, in fact, I saw one vlogger, on YouTube. She says she died, went to heaven, and she's back. I said, excuse me, you mean, I was telling myself, so with heaven is paradise. You went to paradise and you came back to this hell?
You come back.
No, what did you come back to do? You went to paradise, heaven, and then you come back. See, that is how Nigerians think. They make a hula baloo about all these things, which religion has taught us. And so when you speak against it, there are people on the sideline because they're afraid. They want to use that fear to judge what people should say, what people should not say. So when we talk,
like
exactly.
Tell me,
so what?
Be like, Maiyegun. I mean, you've been seeing this on this platform many times, right? I hate it when anybody tries.
That's why I was hailing you now. Maiyegun, I was hailing you. I've been listening to you.
And in their word, Maiyegun, I'm just advising you. And you are advising me because I said something about religion. And you come to me and you want to tell me that I do not understand things. That when it comes to religion, I should be very careful. You are provoking me. Because religion is not meant to be understood. Religion is is to be feared. Sure, you get? Is to be mystery. When you begin to ask questions about religion, you are blaspheming. You don't ask questions about religion. Naturally, you should not. Okay? Once they tell you this, is by faith Just believe it. Why are you questioning it? Now, I'm not religious, okay? I will question everything. You are religious. You are scared. They've told you what will happen to you. That's fine. I respect that. But the moment you begin to use that same religion to manipulate me in governance, in politics, and the rest of that, we will have a problem. Now, you cannot advise me that time anymore. You cannot advise me based on your own fear. They told you something will happen to you if you disrespect your pastors. I don't give a fuck about your pastors. And I want you to understand that. Respect that.
Exactly.
Do not advise me. That's what I tell people. I say, do not advise me. If anything will happen to me, let it happen to me.
But why would anyone on the sideline listening to you tell you that, oh, don't speak like that? Now, God gave us brain. He gave Adebayo. Is it Adebayo, Adeboye, or Chris Oyakilome, all those people? He gave us, in fact, there's a video. I don't know if I could find it. I'll send it to you. This evening, somebody sent to me. Some pastor in a church was actually killing the dollar. He said he was making the dollar, praying that the dollar will crash. Now, there are people in the church, they were clapping.
Continue. I'll play it now. Continue.
They were clapping. And who are those people?
They're shouting amen.
Don't they have brain? Do you know from who I've listened to, sin is not necessarily you kill somebody or you go commit adultery. One of the biggest sin is not doing what you're supposed to do. God gave you brain, you're not using it. You are sinning against God. You're telling God that it was not good. It doesn't have sense to give you brain to think.
That he created
exactly. So
you know if you use your brain, you know if you use your anything, you know if you function well. You are still waiting for him to.
What God has given to you, you are not using it. You go sit down, listen to it. If you see that video, play to them. Let them see it. A man in a church.
You feel listen to now.
A man in a church trying to say
I hate some of their sounds. Okay, some of them are copyrighted, and because of that little sound, right? Ask me to pull out down the entire 3 hours video and cut it.
Don't risk the show. Don't risk the show for that. I just mentioned it because
on my screen, right? If it's on my phone, right? So if to say I decided to kind of share that, some people must have seen it too. This is it.
I'm sure.
Listen. Chibo is okay. Now be that oh. He said
that's the man.
The madman gets in shop in no office for Lagos there. He said, I operate from go down now. And educated people shouted amen. People they abuse me on Facebook.
Amen. Exactly. Some say in Jesus' name.
People are abusing me on Facebook. They said there's nothing wrong if people are saying amen to a prayer that is specific. It's because they want that to happen. I said, what's the difference? Educated people and religion.
Look,
seriously,
you cannot. That's why that guy, they said, oh, the way he spoke is you should say some Nigerians. No. We live in England. You know, you go to the United States, go to Europe, go to Belgium, Italy, or wherever, and anywhere you see a group of Nigerian community, they behave exactly the same way. That's what he was saying. So he's not going to say out of 10 Nigerians, I will say, oh, you identified that 7 out of those 10 are the bad ones. No, don't criticize him. You say your stuff. Give us your experience. Nigeria has a problem of, 1, reading, understanding, interpretation, and then this herd mentality, following people because you have to follow them, not because you believe in them.
That comprehension part. Nigerians can read and write, but to comprehend, critical thinking, how is it?
That's right. No, you see, the point is, even for somebody who has a PhD, look at professors rigging election for these criminals. 8 months before, they were running them. They were running them all over. Now look at Abia State. If not for that woman, that professor, if she had not resisted them, we would not see this guy doing what he's doing.
No, they go to tell Abiy and say, if people say Alex Otti will be better, so the PDP or APC guys will say, waiting Alex Otti won't do differently. It's the same. They are all the same. There's nothing he can do differently. But Abiy people will never find
but
it.
Now he's doing it differently within the ranks in Abia State. There are people who, because they believe if PDP won, they will get contracts or whatever. They're not happy. They are the ones that are trying to create propaganda around it to say, oh, what is he doing? How much is he spending? This and that. But we're seeing what he's doing. It's the breath of fresh air.
I didn't come here now to say, Alex Otti is the best. And this, no. I said I was pointing at something. Prospect, something you can track, something you can trace. We can all look back in a year or two today and say, how far with that thing that we saw in that Abia last time? There is something to track. What can we track from some of these other places other than poverty and the rest of the what exactly are we saying?
Maiyegun, the thing is, this man has he's setting a precedent, he's setting a trail. Now you blaze it. Look, within 9 months, Tinubu is still complaining. This is a man who said that he for 30 years he's been preparing to be the president. For 8 years, he was the leader of APC.
The ruling party.
For 8 years, he was governor of Lagos State. And in between, he was the emperor, the pharaoh of Lagos State, doing everything. And this man, within a month, he doesn't even have a plan. No. And up to 8-9 months, and he's still complaining. I was embarrassed, seeing him in Qatar running around by a museum manager, taking him around. Where is the prime minister or the minister or whatever that he went to visit? Nobody. This guy just left and using our money and everything. So sorry. Let me finish this point. The reason I really call is Falana. That man called Falana. He makes a lot of noise. He is one of the creators of Tinubu.
Historically, he made him.
He was the one who defended.
It was Falana.
Yes.
Who put all of the ploy and everything to get Tinubu out of that. And
I think
he's doing his job. He's a lawyer. What do you expect? He's only doing
no. You cannot do a job. Would you, if they pay you £50 an hour and then they go carry shit, would you? If you don't like to carry shit, you won't. But Nigerians will, he's doing this job. Exactly. So the point is that Falana did not do his job. These are the kind of older people that I don't respect.
It wasn't even like Falana even saved him. Let me tell you the thing. Every time we talk about this Falana, it's not like Falana was a genius that saved Tinubu and make sure all evidence against him were dropped. Falana relied on a corrupt system in Nigeria that says if you accuse somebody, you must be the one to bring proof that that person did that thing. While they were doing that, Falana advised them, the State Assembly and the rest of them, to clear Tinubu. Falana now went to court with that clearance and say, number one, Tinubu cannot stand trial. He has immunity. Number two, State Assembly don't clear himself. So what is all this for? Go and wait for the next election. That's how Tinubu got out of it.
Exactly. If you don't have an axle,
here we are today.
If you don't have an axle, you will not have wheels. No. He became the axle that carried the wheel that carried Tinubu to as a rock today.
Yes.
And then if you put it down there, now look at Atiku. This Atiku, where is he? Is he in Dubai now? Is he in Nigeria? He's quiet.
No idea.
He's part of those. He's part of the person who destroyed
the speaker, the first speaker of the House of Representatives in 1999. We go forging certificate as well, and they removed him. Salisu. It didn't take long before.
Yes, I remember.
That would have been the story of Tinubu. He forged certificate. He got exposed. He was about to be arrested. He quickly resigned, and you never hear about him again. Did you ever hear about Salisu Buhari again? That would have been
it just went.
If the Falana.
Yeah, it just went away. And then the annoyance is that Tinubu. I don't know him. And he's a person. I respect the divinity of people. Not the I can criticize or argue with the action, but you're a human being. We're all human beings. Why are they not respecting, for example, Ojiokpe, whatever her name is, on her right, calling people, what did she call them? That they're hooligans. They're hoodlums. Her father was a police commissioner. She said it on TV. She cannot deny that. And the last caller who mentioned, he doesn't want to mention Abati's name. That man, I don't know how to describe him. You understand? These are the problems. He and what's his name? That little goat.
Abati.
The guy, Abati and one other guy, he makes a lot of noise. He lives in England. Who? No, when they were a media team for Jonathan, that when this APC used them to rub the floor.
Is that the
Reno Mokri?
Right.
They make a lot of noise. And look at Daniel Buala. So when you see all these people speaking from both sides of their mouth, then the problem,
moral or anything at
yeah,
all. They can only operate in a country.
Yeah,
like Nigeria,
the problem you've been addressing that Nigeria should break. I stand with that because you cannot get it. You cannot get it right with these people. If these people who have the megaphone, who can speak for the rest of the country, are speaking against the country. Abati speaks against. He accused Obi. Obi was seeking attention when Obi asked Tinubu to come and defend himself. How can you do that? But anyway,
okay. Austin.
No, it's okay. I'm sorry. I took your time.
No,
Thank you for the time.
I have to stop you. If not, you may not even notice, and then we just be like that,
I don't.
Thank you so much.
I apologize to. I apologize to everybody. I took it too far.
You have
Thank
a lot
you.
to share with us, and I'm going to probably be looking forward to that next time too. Okay, we'll not leave everything to
with love.
Thank you so much, Baba.
With love.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Austin there from England. Done, okay? To everybody who has been part of this tonight, thanks so much. I'm going to see you some other time. There's no point in saying much again. We've had a very, very, very busy night, you would say. And I'm glad that a lot of you indeed stopped by and participated. You made it whole. I will see you some other time. You all have a wonderful evening. Good night.
Maiyegun làwọn mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Maiyegun làwọn mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Maiyegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Maiyegun Diary Politico. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
òkúra olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
ha kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lérí bóníṣègùn lé káwọ́ mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀gọ̀lọ́mọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.